All right, the beginning of the countdown. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. It's time for Matrix Fight Night! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all across the world. Are you ready for Matrix Fight Night? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? My friends call me Siddharth. My acquaintances call me Kannan. My enemies call me names. But since there aren't many of them tonight, I am Siddharth Kannan, the official host of the Matrix Fight Night. 14 MMA fighters, best across the country, with one junoon. To fight for honor, to fight for integrity, to fight for what is right, and they will conquer the cage. When they enter, they will be like tigers roaring. Ladies and gentlemen, aaj itihas banega, because they're all game changers. And I promise you one thing, if you're weak-hearted, this is not for you. You know what? We're live. I want the audiences to give me a roar. Yay! And yes, to kickstart is our first performance for tonight. These are the finest aerial acts in the country, called the Silk Aerial Act. And they will weave magic tonight to kickstart the Matrix Fight Night. Can we have a thunderous round of applause? Come on! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Serial Silk Aerial Act. Round of applause, everybody! Well, in a few minutes from now, we're going to get into the real fights. Matrix Fight Night. 14 fighters, one mission. When they're in the cage, there's no stopping them. Ladies and gentlemen, they've been training all across the world to reach this kind of finesse in fighting. But right now, I'm going to be getting into the crowd because we've got some great friends in the audience before our next act. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And give it up for Ayush Sharma, Love Yatri champion. Round of applause. Arey upar baithe wale dosto, taaliyon ki gadgadahat. Come on. Yeah. Ayush, I love you, man. How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Ayush, you know, I've associated you with love songs, dandiyas, but great to see you in MMA, man.
Thank you so much. I love action, and today's a great night, so I wanted to come here and watch a fight live.
You know what? So, are you into MMA yourself? Do you go to the gym and do MMA? Do you do MMA on the streets? What do you do?
In the gym, yes, not on the streets.
I want you to do one small thing. I know you're a great dancer, but I want you to sing two songs of that cult. 2 lines of that cult song of yours, which broke the internet, which broke the radio stations, which did it. Do you want to hear Ayush sing 2 lines for you? Yeah, baby. All right. You know what? I'm your brother, so I take that liberty. So here goes.
Chogada tara, ore chabila tara, ore rangila tara, rang beru juve tari baat re. And I'm sorry, as I'm a really bad singer. Sorry.
You know what? You are so sporting. Give it up for Ayush, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. And of course, we're live. So we need you to realize we've got the man who redefines the word bad, villain, Joby in real life. He's a very soft soul. Please wave back to Gulshan Grover. Gulshan. How you doing, sir? Hollywood, India, har jagah. There are so many people here who are big fans of MMA. What do you want to tell them, Gulshan?
I'm excitedly looking forward to watching this. And on a very serious note, blessings to Krishna Shroff and Tiger Shroff for organizing this, getting all of us to be here to witness this. I'm eagerly looking forward to. And now, about fight.
Yeah, okay, Gulshan. You know, your dialogues are iconic. And every person here wants to hear your dialogue. So give us one of your best dialogues ever. Ladies and gentlemen, he's only going to do it when you're going to applaud for Gulshan Grover!
No. Tonight is no dialogues. Tonight it's time for action. I'm going to get into the ring and show you some action. That's it. For dialogues, run it, Roy!
Ladies and gentlemen, the godfather of Indian television. I love this man. True connoisseur of great work. We are with Ronit Roy, India's biggest superstar on television, doing a gamut of words on the big screen as well. Ronit, I love you, man. I love you. Thank you for being here. It is the entire Crusaders for MMA, and it's also about fighting for what is right.
That's true.
You know what? Are you a big MMA fan?
I am. And it so happens that I'm training also.
Wow, is that for a film or is it generally to be in shape?
Yeah, it's for a show.
Wow. Is it tough to train for MMA?
Of course it is, yeah. It doesn't come easy.
Have you broken a couple of bones and things like that or not?
Thankfully not, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, one line for Matrix Fight Night.
It's going to be a great night, and may the best man win.
All right, and you are always going to be the best man for us. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ronit Roy! अरे मेरे एरियन दोस्त ये भी television, films, direction, everything. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a man who last 20 years has been looking the same. Look at that cutting-edge jawline. Ladies and gentlemen, Rohit Roy! Come on, Rohit. How you doing, man? You know, you are training very hard. I can see those rippling muscles. I can see those 12 packs. I mean, and you're looking like a Greek god yourself. So are you hitting the gym like 2-3 times a day?
Yeah, I've been training for the last 1 year. I've been training hard, and I've been a well-behaved child, so which is why I'm looking the way I'm looking.
You're always well-behaved, man.
Yeah, tell that to my wife who's sitting right there.
You know, she says behind your back, you're the epitome of goodness, all right? Listen, it's the Matrix Fight Night. Big fighters, it's the real fight. People get knocked off, it's tough, it hurts. What do you have to say about this whole concept of Matrix Fight Night?
Well, as you know, I've been following this since the time it started in India, and I was there from the first season, and this is taking it a notch higher. It's going to get really hot in some time once the real fighting starts, and I think we're going to have a great night tonight.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You got to see his glares, that yellow glares, the stud machining. Ladies and gentlemen, Rohit Roy. Another guy who's got a lovely bottle in his hand, but it's a bottle of water. Samir Soni, please come here, my friend. Always the good-looking man. Ladies and gentlemen, the spelling of good looks is Samir Soni. Samir Soni in that hunky jacket of his. Hey, Samir, man, how are you? Good to see you.
Good. Nice to be here. Yeah.
You know, how come you're not here with your lovely wife, Neelam? She's not into MMA, or you felt that she might use those techniques on you at home?
No, she's not a big fan of MMA because she's scared of contact sports, so she can't handle too much of blood. I love it, so I'm here for...
All right, so does she do contact sport on you at home?
She doesn't need to. She just needs to stare at me and I get scared and I run, so...
So it's eye contact more than contact sport.
Yeah, man, that's enough for me. I mean, don't need physical contact that way, so...
Listen, today is the Matrix Fight Night. Tiger has given his heart and soul to this. Tiger Shroff, what do you want to tell him and his team, and especially the 14 fighters who come from different backgrounds with one mission to fight the living daylights out of each other?
I'm a huge fan of MMA. I've been watching it regularly. There's UFC that I follow, and this is the first time in India it's happening. So I'm super excited to see what kind of fighters we have, you know, martial artists or wrestlers or boxers and stuff. So I'm a big student of MMA, and I'm looking forward to this.
If I get you into the cage, will you fight with one of the fighters just to kind of try your luck?
No, I prefer it right there. So.
You prefer fighting with Rohit Roy? Or sitting next to Rohit Roy?
Yeah, sitting next to him.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Samir Sone! All right, we've got another lady. You generally see her in all the red carpets. She's the epitome of fashion. She has got stores and her name. You know, every fashion store has a photograph and the what she dresses up. But she's a fine actress herself. Anushka Ranjan, how you doing? It's great to see ladies embracing MMA. It clearly shows women empowerment is here. Nari Shakti wants to get in that cage and knock a few people out as well. I'm so happy you're here. Do you follow MMA?
Yes, I do. I also train in MMA, so I'm super excited to come and watch this. It's
So was that like a undertone of threat to me that you train in MMA?
yeah. If
Yeah,
you're gonna make me sing any songs, you know what's coming your way.
I will never do that. I never do that.
I just saw what you just did. You're making people say lines and dialogues and songs. That's not happening.
So tell me one thing. You know, Rohit Roy wants her to sing a song, right, Rohit? Right? Yay! Come on, look at the fat friend. Rohit, come on, what song do you want? Any song, all right.
Rohit sings very good Kavali. You can come on. You can do Kavali.
You know what? Rohit sings Kavali and you wear Kavali.
Sahi baat hai.
Yeah, that is superb, yaar. Fashionista. Bhai, punchline, you have to talu maro. Thanks so much, Anushka. Thank you so much. All right, DJ Akhil, my brother. The man who spins the wheel, the magic on the console. Wow. Akhil, you know, a guy who plays in the night music. You're going to be spinning tonight, are you?
Yeah, I am for the after party.
You are for the after party. All right, tell me, a DJ like you, what part does MMA play in your life, man?
It's just entertaining to watch the fight and see people getting beaten up. It's good.
So it's entertaining, seeing people getting beaten up. You're such a sadistic man.
It's good fun, relatively.
What are you going to be spinning tonight for us?
Lots of music, some hip hop, some commercials, some Bollywood, everything.
Where's your beautiful wife? She was sitting next to you.
She's just gone for a walk.
She's gone for a walk. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Akhil in the post-event party tonight. Thank you, Akhil. Give it up for Akhil. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Love Sinha. He was just in a film recently, which is all about soldiers and things like that. Of course, you know what MMA also symbolizes. It's just not beating each other up there. It's actually very intense. It's also fighting for what is right. And you did a film recently, which is about soldiers who fight at the borders. Must have been very tough. What did you undergo in your mind when you were training for being a soldier?
So basically, we trained with real soldiers, first of all. And I think anything we actors do is nothing compared to what they go through. Like, I've actually seen someone do 50 push-ups on the spot for making a simple mistake. So I think we have it easy, and I really look up to them. I mean, they're the real heroes. We should all respect them, especially with what's going on nowadays. So, I mean, it's a great experience, but I can't say that compared to them, I went through anything, really.
All right, listen. Do you know any fight moves yourself?
So I was training in MMA until I did a flying kick, and then I landed incorrectly, and then I had a knee injury. So that was the end of my training for some time, but now I'm going to get back into it. Because
All right, I'm going to see you in the cage in a few minutes from now. I want you to fight out there. Ladies and gentlemen, Love Sinha, and of course, the lady, Farali Khan, jeweler par excellence, humanitarian par excellence. You know, I just spoke to Akhil and he was missing you a lot. And he says, you know what, I can't stay without my wife even for a second. She went for a walk. How could you leave Akhil even for a second? Look at him, he's already so emotional and sad.
I think Akhil has gone for a walk now.
So do you like alternate this, going for a walk? Why didn't you all walk together holding each other's hands?
Well, I'm a jewelry designer and he's a DJ, so I'm JD and we're opposite completely. He lives the night and I live the day.
Wow, day and night, what a combo. You know, do you follow MMA or are you here just to see it for the first time?
I'm here for Aisha and this is the first time, so I'm waiting to see a good fight.
If you learn some moves, do I see you using it on Akhil anytime?
Yes, of course, always.
So you've come here for that training, huh?
Absolutely.
Thank you for Ali Khan. Give it up for our ladies and gentlemen. Come on. All right, my friends, ma'am, thank you. We're getting into the crowd, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to see Tiger Shroff? Give me a yeah. Do you want to see Tiger Shroff? All right, ladies and gentlemen, right now, I introduce you to our next act. This one is another aerial act. These people have been featured in Asia's Got Talent. They've been featured in India's Got Talent. They've been featured in every reality show on the face of this planet. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our aerial night act. And after this, the beginning of Matrix Fight Night. Take it away. Ladies and gentlemen, the Matrix Fight Night is about to begin in a couple of minutes from now. But ladies and gentlemen, I want the DJ to keep the Sky Full of Stars track ready. We're going to be playing that. We need to do one thing, ladies and gentlemen. MMA is about fighting for righteousness, fighting for what you believe is honor, integrity. India as a country is young India. No one can take us for granted. No one can take India lying down. We will fly high and we will fly away to glory. I request everyone in the stadium to please stand up and light the phone for all the soldiers of young India. Everyone who's given their life for young India. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I request all of you to get up. Please, as a tribute to all the fighters who fight to make sure that we are safe. We sleep safe at home. We are at ease. To all the soldiers of India, the armed forces, the Navy, everyone, thank you so much for giving yourself for our country, and we love and respect you for this. Can I have the lights dimmed in the entire hall? Ladies and gentlemen, feel the love for India. Feel the love for yourself. Feel the love that this country is going to go forward every step of the way. And MMA is also about fighting for what is right. Ladies and gentlemen, feel for young India. Can I request all of you to wave this at least for 1 minute? Can we have the track Sky Full of Stars once again, please? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, wave it. Let's do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And now, Matrix Fight Night. Gym partner, MMA Matrix, sanctioned by IMA, world sanctioning by Gameth. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's that moment when I'm going to introduce you to the force of Matrix Fight Night. These are the people who put the Matrix Fight Night together. It's their dream. It's their conviction that Indian sports is going to be on the global map. 14 fighters, they assure you. They come from different fighting backgrounds, kickboxing ho, kuch bhi ho. But one thing they do know is when they get into that cage, they will roar like a tiger. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, I present to you Mr. Dan Isaac. I'm our founder and vice president of Gameth. On stage, please. Can we have Mr. Dan Isaac, please? Dan, you've been a world champion in kickboxing. You've actually introduced MMA into India as well. Tell us about that heroic journey, Dan.
Well, a long time ago, when I won India's first world championship in kickboxing, arrived back from Russia and realized that no one even knew that I'd won a medal for India. I took that to heart, and I said that if there's anything that I will do, I will make sure that every Indian fighter gets the due justice and the due honor that they require being a champion for the country. And here we are today. I'm so glad for everything that Tiger has done, and I'm so glad for everything that Matrix Fight Nights has done, because today we're able to bring the Indian fighters onto this great platform.
And you know what? It's going to be shown to the world what metal we're made of. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Dan Isaac! My friends, especially at the front and at the back, you got to give me a thunderous round of applause. This ain't a spiritual medication course going here. This is raw fights happening. All right, up next, ladies and gentlemen, honorary chairman of IMA, I'd like to call on board Mr. Avi Mittal.
Get ready to fight! Get ready to fight!
Avi, you know you're an integral part of Indian MMA. For you too, this is a dream come true. The Matrix Fight Night. You also love MMA beyond imagination. Tell us about that. What does the heart say?
Well, the heart says, which everyone would say, how's the Josh? High and high enough. Has to be high because it's the Matrix Fight Night. And we right here are so happy and so honored to, be part of this amazing event with this great platform provided by, Matrix and the whole Shroff family, Tiger, Aisha, Krishna. Thank you so much for giving these fighters this amazing platform and, hosting this event and showing Indian MMA that, it's time to take it to the next level.
Thanks so much, Avi. But you also want to call a very special guest on stage. She doesn't know that you're going to call her, but we've done this as partners in crime. Shoot, my friend.
Well, I think it really, really would be an honor if our dear lady, who's the chief of Matrix and put a great effort to put this together, can I please request Aisha Shroff? Aisha ma'am, please do us this honor by please coming on stage. Guys, let's give her a big shout. Aisha Shroff. Oh, there she is.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just walk towards her. She just prefers being the lady behind, putting it together. But we had to do this. You wanted to be the unsung hero, but we wanted you to be on center stage. Ladies and gentlemen, woman of substance, emphasizes Nari Shakti, Aisha Shroff.
I'm going to get beaten up because I always put her on the spot, but thank you so much once again. Now you have to tell us about this vision.
Well, I don't want to take too much time and bore all of you. All I need to say is thank you so much for being here tonight and supporting us on this new venture. Enjoy the fights. We promise you it's going to be fantastic. Thanks again.
Thanks so much, Aisha.
Stay with us. We're not going to let you go. You got to be right here with us.
All right, up next, we have another person who's the director of Matrix Fight Night. He's a man who knows MMA in and out and trains people hard in it. I'd like to call live and direct, bumper to bumper, Miss Alan Fernandez. Hey, Alan. You've been working hard in the gym to train people. We've done a couple of MMA fights together, not fighting with each other literally, but today is a big night. 14 of India's most hardest fighters ever.
If you see all around you, there's enthusiastic fans. Thank you for coming out, people, because without you, we can't do this. Because what you see inside the cage is hard work, sweat, and tears. And your support means a lot to these fighters. It means a lot to us as a promotion. Thank you for being here.
All right, the people at the back, your MMA fans, can I hear a thunderous roar of applause? Come on! Do you want to see Tiger Shroff? I have a problem. My mother, my neighbor's wife, they've always told me that I can't hear properly. Are you ready to see Tiger Shroff? Ladies and gentlemen, youth icon, but a man who epitomizes simplicity and humility. A man who's such a well brought up young man thanks to his parents and lineage. But you know what? He works hard. Not only on the big screen, but works hard in terms of fitness, setting examples for people. And I assure you, MMA is what he loves, breathes, eats, sleeps, walks. I present to you the heart, the soul of MMA and MFN. Ladies and gentlemen, roar with Tiger Shroff! You want to say a hi to Tiger? You got to say hi, Tiger! My friends in the center, you want to say hi to Tiger? Do it now. Hi, Tiger! Tiger, you yourself don't know your stardom. But one thing is great, that you're using your name to ensure that sports touches various parts of India. We needed that. And you're getting the sport to the nook and corner of India. You've been excited like a child. Ayesha ma'am was telling me for Matrix Fight Night. It is truly your dream coming true, my friend, isn't it?
सबसे पहले तो हाय कहना चाहूँगा. Hello everybody. Thank you so much for turning out. Thank you for coming and supporting us tonight. It's a huge night for all of us up here, for my family, for me. You know, ever since my first movie, I got a lot of love for, you know, the action that I express on screen. And ever since I was 4 years old, I've really been into martial arts. And I credit all that I am today, whatever little I've achieved, is because of my martial arts. And, you know, I wanted to give back, you know, from my end to all of you. There's so much talent out here in India. There's so much of talented artists, not just martial artists, but, you know, MMA being one of the most upcoming sports all over the world. I wanted Indian fighters to sort of reach that level, and I wanted to give them a platform where they can perform at the highest level and express their talents. So I'm really blessed that this vision has finally manifested, and we are here standing here tonight, you know, giving these great athletes a chance to showcase their skills in front of all of you. So thank you so much for making this happen. Thank you for coming, guys. Thank you very much.
You know what? I'm going to give a bait. Besides the 14 fighters, if the audiences, you make noise throughout and support the fighters, not only for the fighters, I assure you, I will get Tiger Shroff in the middle of the cage. Do you want that?
No.
Also, do you want Tiger to walk around the stadium? For that, you gotta give me a yay! Yay! So Tiger, I request you and the entire force of Matrix Fight Night, but a special shout out to Krishna Shroff. She's another lady who, along with this team, has been working day and night for the Matrix Fight Night. Thank you, Krishna, for being you. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for doing the honors. Tonight, we will create history together. Thank you, Tiger. Request you all to please take your seats. And now, photo bhi, aa jaiye. Give it up for our photographers, ladies and gentlemen. They work so hard together. Thank you. Thank you, Tiger. Thank you to the force. And now, ladies and gentlemen, these guys, when they talk in the commentary box, you will feel the pulse of MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, one of India's finest fighters himself, the energy bundle. I present to you our commentators for tonight, Jason Solomon and Akhil G. Take it away.
Welcome everybody to Matrix Fight Night, the very first edition, live from NSEI, Mumbai, Maharashtra, India. We have an exciting line of fights lined up today with 7 pro bouts. all the 7 bouts have some of the most seasoned fighters. The first fight itself provides excitement, provides an excellent pulse of energy, experience, and enthusiasm with Dhruv Chaudhary taking on Pawan Goyat. This is going to be an exciting fight, and the next fight on the card is Amit Raj versus Vijay Saini. We come back once again to the first fight of the night, which is Dhruv Chaudhary versus Pawan Goyat. Dhruv Chaudhary brings in versatility. He is one of the most versatile, experienced veteran fighters in Indian MMA. Dhruv Chaudhary trains out of the MMA Matrix gym and will make his return to the cage tonight, going up against Pawan Goyat. And with that, we go to Jared inside the cage for the fighter introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Matrix Fight Night, Mumbai Madness. And our first bout for today is in the featherweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 66 kilograms, Pawan Goyat!
From the blue corner, we have Pawan Goyat. Pawan Goyat brings in the explosiveness. He's 5'5", 5 wins and 5 losses inside the cage, but he brings in that explosive, raw, knockout power in the featherweight division. His fight will not be easy tonight. He will be fighting, as I said, one of the most versatile fighters in the Indian MMA sport, which is Dhruv Chaudhary. But Pawan Goyat has the hands of stone, as people see it.
Definitely. Pawan's got a really, really good boxing base. That's what he's known for, is boxing. So look for him to use those hands and take advantage of that. But Dhruv, very well-rounded fighter.
Keys to victory for Pawan Goyat. Fantastic boxing, as you rightfully said. Needs to use his crisp, solid boxing base with the hands of stone. Will look for an early knockout. And against someone like Dhruv Chaudhary, who recently fought Angad Bisht not too long ago, he needs to rely on that power. He needs to rely on his explosiveness.
Yep, agree with you, definitely, for sure. He wants to use that boxing, keep his distance, try not to get in the clinch or the takedown, because Dhruv is a very well-rounded fighter, for sure.
And with that, once again, let me pose a question for you, Jason. Pawan Goyat, as you rightfully said, needs to use his boxing base and cannot get into clinches or get into grappling with Dhruv Chaudhary. How important do you think that is for him as a key to victory?
Well, I think he's going to use his boxing background, so he's going to have to use his footwork. All right?
And now we go to Jared for the fighter introduction.
And now, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 65 kilograms. Give it up for Dhruv Chaudhary!
Now from the red corner, we have talked about this man for a really long time now, representing the MMA Matrix gym, Dhruv Chaudhary. He brings in versatility. He's still 25 years of age, very young in the sport.
Yeah, but he's definitely the hometown hero here tonight. He's one of the trainers at the Matrix gym here. Been training with Tiger for a very long time. He's actually been in a couple of Tiger's movies. And he has a really good relationship with Tiger, Shroff, and the Matrix gym here in Bombay. A lot of his fans in the crowd, you can see a lot of people he trains are actually here tonight. That's great.
So let me ask you, Jason, because you're from Delhi, you're the Delhi Don, the king of the North. Your fans love you and you feed off their energy. How important is that for Dhruv Chaudhary, getting that fan reaction for him?
It's a really good thing to have on your side. But as we all know, I got knocked out in 9 seconds, and that was at my hometown. Sometimes it can be a disadvantage, but it really doesn't really matter. He needs to be in the right state of mind. Doesn't matter if he's hometown or visiting abroad or whatever the change may be here.
And these are the keys to victory for Dhruv Chaudhary. Strong kickboxer, good in the clinch, can finish it anywhere. As we said, he's a very versatile fighter. Pawan Goyat needs to stay away from the clinches, needs to stay away from grappling. can you give us what you think about this
Dhruv is
stylistic
going to
matchup?
take his time. I feel that Dhruv is very ready for this fight, totally confident. He's like the hometown hero. They're starting off with Dhruv. Here we go. Here's the tail of the tapes.
Here's the tail of the tape. Dhruv Chaudhary comes from Meerut. Pawan Goyat comes from Delhi. As we said, Dhruv Chaudhary is still very young, 25 years of age, while Pawan is the more seasoned veteran. As we discussed, now we go to Jared inside the cage for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee for this bout is Ryan.
Instructions follow karo. When I say action, action, stop means stop. Let's have a clean fight. Touch gloves if you all want. Back.
Okay, guys, here we go. Round number 1. Matrix Fight Night's about to begin. We got Dhruv in the red corner and Pawan in the blue corner. All right, referee's call start to the action. Here we go. Touch of the gloves. Ooh, nice leg kick.
Dhruv
I'm
Chaudhary.
really liking the white background.
Correct.
Looks very
He's trying
nice.
to maintain that range. He's just analyzing what Pawan's stance is. So that's very technical on Dhruv's part.
Yep, Dhruv's going to use those kicks. You're going to see him utilize those kicks a lot more because he wants to keep Pawan in a kicking range. He doesn't want to get him to get too close because he knows he's a very deadly boxer. So Pawan taking the center, taking his time.
Absolutely. So let me ask you once again, how important is it for Pawan Goyat to be focused right off the bat and not just go for that early knockout?
He's going to have to be very careful. He's actually coming off a huge knockout. He got knocked out by a guy named Sume Karde, and he got a head kick knockout. He got knocked out because he got kicked in the head. So he's going to be very cautious of that. You see that now, keeping his distance, staying on the outside.
Correct. Both the fighters are taking their time. They're not rushing in, which is the perfect game plan for both of them. Dhruv Chaudhary once again focused as ever. Pawan Goyat just analyzing what the distance is. This is very technical.
You're going to see Dhruv use those kicks a lot. I'm telling you, he's going to keep utilizing those kicks. Try to keep Pawan at a range where his hands are not effective.
Correct, and you can see Pawan's stance is much squarer. It's not as side as Dhruv, so that he can just utilize his kicks, as you rightly mentioned.
Yeah, but this is really slow start to this fight. I think the referee's going to step in at some point here because neither fighters have thrown a punch or a kick, anything. There, nice leg kick by Dhruv, lands on the outside, just made it. See, he's keeping Pawan on that outside, and as soon as he comes in, boom, punishes that front leg. And those kicks, they hurt a lot after time. It'll slow down the in and out movement, the forward and backward movement of Pawan. So to be careful of not leaving that leg out there and letting Dhruv chop it up all night.
Absolutely, and one other thing we haven't discussed is Pawan hasn't fought since his last loss, as you rightly mentioned, against Sumit Khade a year ago. However, Dhruv Chaudhary recently fought as early as, I think, November or October last year. How important is that to be active?
Nice try with the inside leg kick, but he misses. It's very important to be active. You want to stay as active as possible. It does keep you fresh and keep you sharp, but sometimes, you know, you need to take a time off when you get a nasty knockout like that. It takes some time to recover. So I think there's a reason why he took such a long break. And yes, it does make a huge difference to stay active. It keeps you fresh.
Right, and both the fighters are very cautious in the early going. They're not rushing in.
This is super slow start. I'm surprised that the referee hasn't stepped in there. Now,
there
we go. See, just like I mentioned, like it was becoming too slow. Good stop, good interruption by the ref. Hope these guys start to push the action now.
So we see Pawan pushing Dhruv against the cage, trying to utilize his power to get an early knockout. But again, I'm really surprised at the fact that neither fighter is trying to push the action in the very first round.
No, because the reason is that Pawan Goyat is a boxer, all right? He has to come into something called the boxing range. Now, Dhruv is not allowing him to do that because he keeps throwing kicks, keeping Pawan on the outside, not letting him get set. And there, as soon as he rushes in, he knew that big height was coming. He closes the gap, goes for the clinch because he knows that Pawan really has no idea what to do in this position.
And this is a very bad position, as you said, for Pawan Goyat. He
There
doesn't
you go.
want to go to the ground.
Now that's
with
a single
Dhruv
leg.
Chaudhary.
Yep, exactly. So Dhruv gets an easy single leg takedown, takes Pawan down quite easily. Pavan really doesn't know what to do right now. He's trying his best to defend.
Dhruv with the side control.
Yep, Dhruv is in side control. Pavan tries to spin out. Dhruv maintains his position with a good base.
Excellent control, excellent side control there with...
nice elbow to the body.
With elbow to the body, yes.
He's keeping him in a nice tight guard. I see some blood somewhere. Maybe someone's bleeding. I don't know where that's from.
Pavan is not letting Dhruv go that easy because he knows if he lets him go, he will transition into a full mount.
Right, he's trying to hold on, but instead of trying to hold on and defend this position, Pavan should actually try to pull guard and scoot his hips, slide his hip knee in. But like I said, Dhruv is very comfortable here because,
Right,
see,
there we go.
the move the
There's
mount
the full
because
mount.
Pavan really doesn't know how to defend from the ground. It's quite obvious. He's trying to roll and buck, but Dhruv just too good.
This is a very bad position for Pavan here.
Well, he's training, actually, Dhruv is training with one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners in the country. Ooh, nice elbow.
Nasty elbow. Nasty elbow to the
saying
top of the
Alan
head.
Fernandez, oh, there, nice elbow. Beautiful. Gonna keep it positioned.
Excellent top control here from Dhruv. Top pressure.
Yep, you can see Pavan's just defending, really doesn't know what to do in this position. He's trying his best. Just holding on for dear life right now. 10 seconds left in this fight. This round, I mean. Oh, nice elbow. Beautiful elbow.
top of the head.
Dhruv taking his time, and that's the round. Good round.
That was a fantastic round for Dhruv Chaudhary. That's
Nasty
is that
cut.
a 10-9 or a 10-8 in your opinion?
I have no idea, but definitely Dhruv won that fight. The referees can pick either, or the judges can choose whatever they like. But let's look at this. Here are the highlights. He rushes in, gets taken down quite easily. Dhruv maintains the position. Pavan really doesn't know what to do, tries to scramble, tries to get up, doesn't do what we're supposed to do.
But
Dhruv,
look at that transition from Dhruv to the top mount. That was a thing of beauty there.
yeah, I mean, quite easy transition for him because obviously he's fighting somebody that doesn't know how to defend against it. So therefore he's passing like butter. He's maintaining top position. He's chewing up elbows. It's a good match, but like I said, Pavan Goyal needs to step up his jiu-jitsu and his wrestling.
And what does Pavan have to do going forward after that dominant round by Dhruv Chaudhary?
He wants to stay away. He doesn't want to let Dhruv get in and hold him, take him down, or clinch him. He wants to stay in the boxing range and outside range, use his punches. All right, man, we got the judges. Look at the judges panel. They're looking over everything. That's IMA. They're taking over the All India Mixed Martial Association. They're governing all the fights here, making sure all the fights are doing well. All right, Dhruv getting checked at.
is getting a closer look, taking a closer look at Pavan Goyal there.
Looks like a nice elbow that cut him open, but I think the cut man's got it covered. We got some celebrities in the mix tonight showing their support for the Matrix Fight Night.
We're almost ready to go with the second round. Dhruv Chaudhary once again showing his versatility, his excellent ground game, his kickboxing, maintaining that distance, maintaining that range, not letting Pavan get inside any boxing range. With that, we are set to go with the round number 2 here.
All right, judges are pushing them back, making sure everyone's steady to go. There we go, touch the gloves.
And Pavan needs to exert his dominance early in this round.
No, Pavan needs to stay on the outside and doesn't want to rush anything. And see that leg kick? That leg kick is going to slow him down all night. Dhruv is going to take his time, eat that leg kick up, and make Pavan scared to jump in. And then as soon as Pavan jumps in, Dhruv's going to counter or take him down.
One other thing we are seeing from Dhruv is his changing levels. He's not maintaining a high body posture. He's just making sure that Pavan knows that he can take him down at will if he closes the distance.
Definitely, and he's going to utilize those legs and keep Pavan at a very awkward distance where he's too far away to hit him. And then he's going to try to jump in. And when he tries to jump in to overcompensate, Dhruv is going to counter or take him down and easily win this fight.
And both the fighters once again are taking their time. Obviously, Dhruv Chaudhary is in no hurry. He knows that he won that first round.
Yes, absolutely. Dhruv is very comfortable here. Pavan's on the retaliation. See, swinging from way outside. Dhruv just chopping up that leg. Look at that leg. His leg is all messed up. You can already see some bruising on it, some swelling on it. He's already moving much slower.
Exactly, he's moving very gingerly. He's not putting much pressure on that lead leg of his.
Trust me, those legs. Oh, those leg
another
kicks.
one.
Those leg
Chipping
kicks
away
hurt a lot.
at that lead kick.
And he doesn't know how to check them either. So he's eating them all day. Checking them is the right thing to do by blocking or bring your knee up. So this is a big lesson for all the fans at home that if you want to be an MMA fighter, you should try to train not just one martial art. And you can see finally he's bringing that leg up as a check measure.
Right.
Checking means to block. So that's how you block the leg kick, by checking it.
And Pawan would be hoping to catch Dhruv with a counter left. That's what he's looking for at this point.
Yes, but again, his hands are too short. Dhruv's legs are much longer. He's not allowing Pawan to get inside. So therefore, he's not allowing him to strike. Pawan's on the outside and doesn't know what to do. And he overcompensates. See that leg kick? Boom, another one lands.
He's
and
not,
he's
he's
just
not even
barely
checking the
touching
leg
it.
kicks. He's not even checking the leg kicks. That
He
should
doesn't
happen.
know how. He doesn't know how. Checking the leg kick is to bring it up and block it. So, like I said, a lesson to all the fighters or all the fans at home. If you want to be an MMA fighter, you need to train all forms of martial arts, not just one form.
Absolutely, and at this point, Dhruv Chaudhary is in his comfort zone. He doesn't have to do anything that he's not comfortable with. He knows that if Pawan tries to close the distance, he can always change levels, go for a single leg or a double leg, take the fight to the ground, and once again try and finish his opponent.
You can see Dhruv is sticking to the game plan. He's not getting pressured into rushing it. Dhruv is sticking to the plan. And you can see his plan is to clearly lose those leg kicks. Anytime Pawan gets too close, just snaps a nice leg kick or a body kick to keep Pawan on the outside, keep Pawan guessing.
And Pawan needs to do something drastic here, because we are already done with almost 3 minutes of the second round, and Pawan has gotten 0 offense in until this point.
Pawan is just stuck. He's not able to set because Dhruv is keeping him too far away. He's not letting him get within range where he can actually do damage with those punches. And every time he comes in,
And once
boom.
again, Dhruv changes levels, takes the fight to the ground.
Because he's reading it, he's timing it, because he's making Pawan overcompensate. He's not allowing him to get close enough. And so Pawan's trying to jump in or leap in, and that's telegraphing his movement. And therefore Dhruv, oh, nice
Absolutely.
reversal, almost finished it. Would have been a nice one.
Once again, Dhruv inside control. He's fairly comfortable with where the fight is going at the moment.
Yeah, he's dictating the pace. He's taking him down when he wants to, maintaining the top position, slowly softening up his opponent with some nasty elbows. Look at that.
Once again, nasty elbow to the top of the head. Pawan trying to make his way to his feet, but Dhruv is not letting that happen. Once again, he has settled in a side control.
Yeah, but he's made a big mistake. Oh,
that was
nice. Beautiful.
wonderful. That was beautiful.
Nice reversal. He should stay here. I don't know why he's breaking. He should stay here. Stay on top and do some ground and pound.
But he knows Dhruv Chaudhary also has great jiu-jitsu. He has good defensive game.
Yeah, I guess so, but that's a mistake on if you ask me. I would have kept that top position on top for sure, and then ground and pound.
And Pawan is definitely not moving well. He knows that now he has changed stances, he has switched stances. He's now using his right leg as his lead.
That's because that left leg is hurting him
Punished.
now.
Has taken
Dhruv
a beating.
Has been chopping that leg all night. That's going to hurt tomorrow. But I like how Dhruv is keeping his game plan, staying patient. Pawan trying to check those leg kicks, get some blood back in those legs. I know this is paining him right now. So what?
Last 10 seconds of the second round, and once again it has all been Dhruv until this point. He went for a flying knee there, Pawan, but Dhruv had that scouted. We come to the end of round number 2, and once again a dominant round for Dhruv Chaudhary here.
Very nice round for Dhruv. Main man Tiger. Thanks to him, Matrix Fight Night is going down. Nice replay. Look at that leg kick.
Leg kicks.
Leg
Those
kick after leg
punishing
kick. Yep,
outside
non-stop.
leg kicks.
Non-stop. Eating him up. That's why he keeps changing his stance. Dhruv is doing a great job. See, and he lunges in, sweeps down, get the takedown. Great takedown by Dhruv. Mainstays his positioning. Oh, and a great reversal almost.
We should have done more with that reversal, but again, the pace has been completely is being dictated by Dhruv Chaudhary. Just those level changes though, those are wonderful. He has scouted where Pawan is trying to be aggressive and coming in. He has scouted those movements and he has taken the fight to the ground. So we come to the end of round 2. It has completely been Dhruv Chaudhary. If Pawan has any chance of winning this fight, he needs to have a knockout or a TKO in this round. And we are ready with the final round of this fight. Pawan Goyat still has 5 minutes to get something out of this fight. But once again, we see Dhruv being very careful in how he's analyzing and reading his opponent's movements.
Yes, Dhruv is sticking to his game plan. He knows that Pavan is a boxer. He knows he needs to use his leg kicks to keep him at distance. And he knows when Pavan jumps in to take him down. He's very comfortable on the ground. He's got a great jiu-jitsu. Trains with one of the best, Alan Fernandez, here at Matrix Gym in Bombay. He's the hometown favorite, and he's putting on a great show right now.
Absolutely, and how much of this comes down to the psychological effect for Pavan Goyat after suffering, as you said, that big head kick knockout?
Well, Pavan's a gamer, man. He's a fighter, so he'll keep coming even though he's getting his leg hits taken out. He'll try to adapt. He'll try to work around it. I don't think he's going to make too many changes here. He's got too little time, but if he studies his last few fights, goes back to the drawing board, nice inside leg kick, goes back to the drawing board and learns how to defend those leg kicks and also counter leg kicks, or learn to throw some leg kicks of his own instead of being so one-dimensional, whereas Dhruv is doing everything. He's kicking, taking him down, ground and pound, jiu-jitsu, throwing punches. He's more of an MMA all-rounder, whereas Pavan Goyat is just doing the boxing.
And Pavan, it's clearly, easy
nice
to
leg
see
kick.
what he's trying to do. He's trying to catch Dhruv with that counter left when Dhruv tries to come in. But once again, Dhruv sticking to his game plan, chipping away with those outside leg kicks.
Well, it's physically not going to happen because Dhruv's leg is much longer than his arm. So
His corner must have told him something different to try something else at least.
you know what? I hope so, because he's not really doing much different. He just keeps swinging in the air. Look at that, swinging in the air because Dhruv won't let him get too close. And if he gets too close, boom, he eats a leg kick.
This has been scientific by Dhruv, though. I mean, technically, he's shown that he's far superior in terms of the grappling and the clinch work. Now he's just waiting. He's just waiting for Pavan Goyat to initiate an exchange.
Exactly. He's sticking to the game plan, taking his time. He knows he's ahead. He's just keeping that range. Oh, nice fake. Trying to see if there's any reaction by Pavan. No reaction.
And good footwork as well by Dhruv Chaudhary.
Nice leg kick. Beautiful inside leg kick. See, he's in the zone right now. Dhruv is chopping that leg left and right, front and back.
And with 2.5 minutes to go, Pavan
nice
Goyat
leg
needs
kick.
to do something very different. He
Look at
needs to
those
change
kicks.
his game plan. He needs to
with the
missed
takedown.
with a haymaker right there, but once again the fight has gone to the ground.
Yeah, Dhruv is doing a great job. He's timing everything. He's systematically breaking down Pavan. And I think, nice
Almost
counter.
Nagat, but he has transitioned to once again side control.
Right, he's doing good there, but nice defense this time. Much better defense. Oh, he's pulling guard. Finally, well done.
That's something that we haven't seen
Yeah.
the entire fight.
So good job. He's learning. So yes, he is learning. He's getting better. But Dhruv doing a great job keeping that leg trapped, using his right leg to keep his left leg down. But Pavan gets to the half guard, trying to secure the half guard. Dhruv's gonna try to
All
pass
Dhruv
it.
has to do right now is to just do this, is to just exert his dominance, stay on the ground, and he wins the fight easily.
Yeah, he's going to keep this position for sure. He's going to take his time. He's going to soften him up with some elbows. There they are. He's going to try to pass and get into half guard again. Oh, almost gets the mount. Oh, but good defense. Pavan turns back in. Oh, nice elbow to the body. Dhruv is just killing him right now. Pavan's got nothing. Oh, nice, another
And
elbow.
it would be difficult for Pavan
Oh,
to
there he
even
goes
breathe
for the
at this
arm.
point as well.
He's going
That's
for
a
a
straight.
lock.
Is
Oh,
it a straight
there's-
armbar?
no.
No.
Nice
Wasn't able to
attempt, though.
secure the straight
They're
armbar.
really sweaty right now, so very slippery. He looks like that leg is almost free. Does he get the mount?
We are down to the final minute of this fight in the third round. Pavan Goyat needs to do something here. We have been saying that throughout this fight. He needs to do something different, needs to change his game plan. But it has all been Dhruv Chaudhary up until
Well,
this point.
Dhruv is in an easy position to pass right now if he wants to. The legs of Pavan are open. If he just takes that right leg and swings it over, he'll go straight into mount and then be able to really rain down some punches. I don't know why he's not doing there. He's going to try to push the leg down, but no, Pavan sees
No.
it and locks the leg now. So nice elbows to the body.
He's just softened Pavan up throughout the fight.
Yeah, he's taking his time. Wherever he finds an opening, he's going for it. He's winning on points right now, and I don't see a chance for Pavan unless he knocks him out randomly or pulls a submission out of the hat right now.
We called this 60 seconds earlier. We said Dhruv doesn't have to do anything. He just has to maintain his position. And we are down to the final 10 seconds of this fight with Dhruv once again on top. He has now, barrage of punches, but that didn't come to fruition. And we come to the end of the fight.
Nice flurry at the end, but it looks like Dhruv will easily take the win home today. That's what happens when you put a boxer against a mixed martial artist.
That has been a dominant performance by Dhruv Chaudhary. And now we see the celebrities taking in the fight.
Look at that leg kick. Nice leg kicks here by Dhruv. Great highlights. Ooh, that's where the kick that almost got him in the face. And here's a beautiful takedown.
That was just a haymaker. He did not even have any control. He was not aiming for anything over there. Just swinging in the air.
That was a good takedown by Dhruv, maintaining position again here. Some nice elbows. Look at those solid elbows by Dhruv. Over dominant position, just completely dominated the fight. Great job by the hometown hero.
Nearly had an armbar there, but as you said, too much sweat.
Yep, we're just waiting for the official division here and drop. Oh, nice swing. Yep, we're waiting for the final decision right now here.
Now we go to Jared inside the cage for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges for decision. The winner by unanimous decision from the red corner, Dhruv Chaudhary!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the winner, Dhruv Chaudhary! ध्रुव, हम लोग ने बहुत सारे मैचेस एक साथ देखे हैं. मैंने आपको ऑब्जर्व किया है. आप हमेशा अग्रेसिव रहते हैं, हमेशा फास्ट मूव करते हैं. बट दिस टाइम उन्होंने आपको तीसरे राउंड तक थकाया. ही मेड यू प्ले स्लोअर. क्या थोड़े आप फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गए थे कि भाई मैं इनको नॉकआउट करूंगा, पर इन्होंने एंड मोमेंट तक आपको ग्रैपल करने नहीं दिया. इट वाज अ टफ वन, वाज़न्ट इट?
फर्स्ट थिंग, गाइस, डू यू थिंक मैं थका हूं? I'm ready for 3 round and 5 round also. पहले से इसके लिए प्रिपरेशन किया था. मुझे मालूम था अपोनेंट बॉक्सर है, एंड अगर मैं डायरेक्टली ग्राउंड में जाऊंगा तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. सो आई एम वेटिंग फॉर हिम. सो मैं बस वेट कर रहा था उसका. व्हेन ही अटैक, आई वेंट इन द डाउन एंड एवरी टेक डाउन आई टुक.
Alright, one thing's for sure. One of India's biggest fighters, ladies and gentlemen, Dhruv Chaudhary. Give me one line on the Matrix Fight Night. आज इतिहास बन रहा है देश के कोने-कोने across the globe. ये fight सब देख रहे हैं. What do you have to tell them about Indian fighters?
मैंने पहले भी कहा था इंटरव्यू में कि एक नया प्रमोशन है जो कि पूरे वर्ल्ड को हिला के रख देगा. और मैंने ये भी कहा था कि कुछ न्यू मूव्स आप देखोगे. सो मैंने जितने भी टेक डाउन अटेम्प्ट किए, आई थिंक कोई भी फेल नहीं हुआ है. दैट्स माय new move. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the winner of the first match for tonight, Dhruv Chaudhary. And right now, remember, we've got our next fight coming up. I am Siddharth Kannan, Matrix Fight Night. Over to the bad boy of MMA, Jason Solomon and Akhil for weaving the war of words on the commentary box. How you doing, guys?
If we do not know who Jason Solomon is, let me just introduce the veteran of the Indian MMA, the Delhi Don, the king of the north, Jason Romesh Solomon. The upcoming fight is going to be an interesting one. It's Amit Raj versus Vijay Saini in the featherweight division. What is so interesting about the Matrix Fight Night as a whole is that it's not just experience, but it's also
But one more thing, let me tell you something about this fight here. A lot of people don't know. This is the epic rematch in the making. These guys fought once before in a different organization. Amit Raj won that fight. Now we have a rematch here between Amit and Vijay. This is going to be a fight to remember for sure. This guy has a lot of bad blood in this fight, guys.
Now, it's with Amit Raj, as you said, everything depends upon his power. Similar to Pawan Goyat, Amit Raj depends a lot on his knockout power. That's going to once again make all the difference.
Yeah, Amit is a beast. He's super strong, great boxer, great wrestler. Vigilion's a great kickboxer. Both these guys are good strikers.
With that said, we are now ready for the second fight of the night, throwing it back to Jared inside the cage for the introductions.
And now, in the light division, we have fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed at 68 kilograms. Give it up for Vijay Saini!
Vijay Saini, as Jason Solomon just said, lost the fight against Amit Raj. This is going to be the rematch that he must have been looking forward to ever since that loss.
Yes, definitely. And he's representing Knockout Fight Club from New Delhi. That's a great gym. I train in that gym. I have a lot of fighters that train out of that gym. He's actually one of the trainers from that gym. So this is going to be a lot of pressure riding on this guy to represent his hometown, New Delhi, represent his team, Knockout Fight Club.
True. So that's what I wanted to even ask you, Jason, because you know who Vijay is. You've seen him, you've trained with him. What can we expect from Vijay this time around?
He's a very, very explosive fighter. He's a great striker. I think he's going to, this time, however, want to keep his distance, not rush it. Last time, Amit rushed him and he wasn't really able to control it.
Right.
If he can keep his composure, let's look at his keys to victory.
As you said, good Muay Thai fighter, good with his knees, needs to use those dominant knees and elbows, his Muay Thai, his base, to ensure that he gets his hand raised this time around.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, man. He's going to want to take the victory home. I know he's been waiting for this fight for a long time. He's finally got it.
The fans, once again, looking on eagerly. They know this is going to be a war, the rematch of the ages, Vijay versus Amit Raj. Now, with that said, let us go back to Jared inside the cage for the introductions.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Amit Raj.
Logically speaking, Jason, how big of a difference will that make? But before that, let's just go with the tail of the tape. As we discussed before, both the fighters are from New Delhi. Amit Raj, still very young, 25, Vijay 30. The height, not much of a difference, similar in weight. One guy has a boxing background while Vijay is a Muay Thai fighter. So once again, Jason, let me put that question to you. What needs to happen in this fight? How psychologically, how big of a difference will that make?
It does make a huge difference, but it also going to work against him because he might get overconfident and not expect Vijay to come with the tenacity and actually be able to win this fight.
With that said, let us now go back to Jared inside the cage for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee for this bout is Ranjit.
Follow my instructions. Okay, clean fight. Fight, sir, stop. Okay, touch gloves if you want.
Both the fighters touch gloves. There is no bad blood between both the fighters, absolutely.
There's a lot of bad blood between these guys. This is the rematch right here. All right, and Vic, he wants to get the revenge for his loss. Vijay lying against Amit Raj. These both guys have fought before. A lot of bad blood. Expect fireworks for this fight, my friend. Okay.
The first round about to commence. Amit Raj in the red corner, Vijay in the blue corner.
Yep, we got some lovely ring girls here keeping the action going in between the rounds.
With that said, both the fighters are ready. And here we go.
Let's do this, guys. Round number 1 of the second fight here at the Matrix Fight Night. We've got Amit Raj in the red corner and Vijay St. Lion in the blue corner.
We see Vijay immediately putting his hands up. He's not, taking this thing lightly. We know for a fact that he is looking forward to avenging his loss, as you said.
Yeah, well, you can see both these guys are taking their time. They're not rushing into it. Last time the mistake Amit had was rushing in. So this time he's taking it nice and slow. Vijay is a little hesitant going in on Amit because he lost last time. So you can see already in his body language, he's kind of hesitant, not really sure. Amit looks way more confident. Taking their time, maintaining distance. Amit pulls back. Vijay dances on the outside.
Once again, a lot of hesitancy here. We are not seeing either fighter pushing in or rushing in to force the action.
Yeah, you can see these guys are taking their time. Both fights, we had the first one and the second one, both fighters being very calm, very patient, not rushing in it. So it's good to see. But hopefully that we have some action soon.
Amit is pushing Vijay back to the cage, though. That's one thing that we have observed until now. But again, he has pulled back. So both the fighters are once again in the center of the cage.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can see Amit is staying in the center. Vijay on the outside, working. Oh, nice inside leg. Grabs it, what I expected. Tries to get the underlook. Double underlook here by Amit. Let's see if Vijay can change it. He's got him against the cage.
Vijay needs to shift his hips, needs to change leverage to change this predicament, to turn things around.
Yeah, he's going to want to pummel his hands in, or he's doing a nice job of holding those hands down. Switches it. Amit trying to pull away for some reason. I don't know why. Vijay turns him. Another turn. Both these guys trying to maintain that top position. Oh, nice hook.
Elbow there.
Good knee by by Vijay.
Oh! That is explosive raw knockout power. We talked about that. What an exchange. What an upper hand. Amit got caught coming in with the left straight.
Amazing.
Amit got caught coming in by Vijay.
It's over.
Amit needs to defend himself.
Oh my goodness.
Vijay now is in
With the
control, going for the armbar. He still hasn't. He doesn't have it locked in. He doesn't have it locked in.
Oh, no,
now with Amit in the top position or side control there. What a sequence of actions here.
I think Vijay St. Lion rocked Amit coming in, but Amit
Both the fighters rocked each other. And this is why, as you said, they were not rushing in. They were taking their time.
Both fighters have amazing knockout power. Vijay clipped Amit, but Amit gets the top position again. Both fighters now trying to recover. That was a crazy up and down scenario, man. Fight slows down a bit. Fight's slowing down. Amit taking his time now. Vijay's trying to scramble.
Amit is trying to just obtain a dominant top control position right here.
Well, he's already got the mount, so it's as dominant as can get, but he needs to now posture up and try to throw some punches down. He's taking his time, which is good.
Vijay has his hands wrapped around him tightly, though. He's not letting that happen.
Yeah, but that's not doing anything. That's a very bad defense. That's just stopping that. He wants to reverse that position instead of just staying there. He's
trying to shift his hips.
He's tiring his arms out, bro. He needs to let go of that. That's just tiring his arms out. He needs to try to escape from there and not hold on. He wants to get out of that position. He doesn't want to stay in that position. Uses the cage.
To try
look, can he make something fancy happen?
No, he doesn't.
He almost got it. That's a fancy move. He almost got it, but he stopped halfway. Amit, great job by Amit keeping that top position. And
there's the turn of events. Wonderful by Vijay.
Yeah,
now he has the top control here.
He's using
in
the cage.
Amit's guard.
He used the cage really, really well. That's a very nice old school trick. I'm pretty sure I taught him that move. You can ask him. Oh, triangle.
Going for a triangle here. Going for a.
It looks like it's a triangle.
It's a triangle choke.
Looks like a triangle.
Amit going for a triangle here.
He's maintaining that. Amit holding on nice and tight. But Vijay raining down those punches. Going to loosen him up.
Amit still has a solid grip over there. Oh, that is it. The referee has stepped in.
That's a tap out.
The referee has stepped in. We have Amit picking up the victory with a submission, a triangle choke.
He chalked him out. Amit Raj with a sick triangle. Vijay is still out. Vijay is still sleeping. I hope Vijay is okay, but great triangle.
Did Vijay tap out though?
I think
did he
tap
out?
out? Here's a replay.
He passed out. That's the thing. He did not tap out. I did not see a tap from Vijay.
Here's the highlights, guys. Take a look in the clinch. Amit breaks. Rocks
Clips
Vijay.
him. Clips Vijay clean.
Now you're going to see Amit getting rock coming in.
Oh,
nice.
a left cross. A
Nice.
left cross.
Look.
Wonderful.
Beautiful, takes it down. That was where it went back and forth. Vijay has a arm bar, misses it. Amit gets out
Vijay
quite
nearly
easily.
secured the victory with an armbar though.
Triangle victory. I can't believe that, man. From the boxer Amit Raj. I'm so impressed right now. Great, great triangle. He held on to it. Vijay did tap.
Oh, he did tap out. He did tap out. I thought he passed out.
But he's also passed out. Both, a combination of both. He tapped, but Amit didn't let go in time. Great victory by Amit.
Absolutely
Triangle.
wonderful.
Wow.
Vijay
I'm
tried
impressed.
valiantly though. Vijay tried valiantly though. You gotta give props for his efforts.
Yeah, he did try to get out of it, but Amit Raj too strong, holding that triangle, killed it.
Now, let me ask you, Jason, once again. Losing to the same fighter twice, what does that do to a fighter's psyche?
Oh, everyone's different, and everyone reacts a different way. You lose some, you win some, but the attitude of a real fighter is to never give up, never stop. And here we go. He tried to tap. He taps.
Oh, he tapped out.
And right as he's tapping out, you can see he passes out. Look at that. Crazy. But now he's back to life, doing really much better. Glad to see he's okay. He's doing great. Final decision now. We're going to the referee for the final decision.
Now we go once again back to Jared inside the cage for the decisions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Ranjit put a stop to this contest at 4 minutes 16 seconds in the first round, and the winner by submission by triangle from the red corner, Amit Raj.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champion of this fight, give it up for the warrior, Amit Raj! You know, Amit, ये दूसरी बार आप विजय के साथ लड़ रहे हैं. Last time ही मैंने देखा था. This was probably like a revenge match for Vijay. He was talking to me behind the scenes saying he's going to come hard on you. But this was round one, submission, incredible. क्या आपको लगा था कि आप दूसरी बार भी back to back विजय के खिलाफ जीतेंगे?
सबसे पहले मैं टाइगर श्रॉफ, बिल दोसान सर और एलन सर का मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं कि जो एमएमए को इंडिया में इस लेवल पे करवा रहे हैं और हमें आगे बढ़ने का मौका दे रहे हैं. और मैं इस फाइट के लिए बहुत अच्छे तरह से प्रिपेयर करके आया था, क्योंकि मैं लास्ट टाइम लॉस कर गया था इसी फाइट का. मैं बहुत शांति से खेलने के लिए आया था और मैं बहुत खुश हूं क्योंकि मैं 2 साल के बाद रिंग में वापसी की है. मैं सभी फैंस को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं जो इस फाइट के लिए देखने के लिए मेरा हौसला बढ़ाने के लिए आए. और थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू. थैंक्स.
Ladies and gentlemen, मैं आपको बता दूं, 2 साल में Amit Raj has gone through a lot. जैसे कहते हैं, किसी भी असल फाइटर को कोई नहीं रोक सकता. जुनून है इनके पास. After 2 years of ordeal, he's come back to fight against Vijay. This was supposed to be a revenge fight for Vijay, but the unbeatable Amit Raj won. Give it up for the man with a mission. Thank you so much, Amit. See you soon. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the commentators' bout, Jason Solomon and Akhilesh. What's happening there? Give me the lowdown, man.
Jason, once again, just talking about Vijay here. Do you think the game plan must have been different? Should have been different because of Amit Raj's muscle mass?
No, both fighters went according to plan. They had a great fight, great exchange. Amit just came on top with a triangle out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that win. Great fight, man.
Saying that, we are now moving to fight number 3, Vikas Ruhil against Rakesh Kumar, once again in the featherweight division. And with that, we go to Jared inside the cage for the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now we move to the featherweight division. First up, fighting out of the blue corner, Rakesh Kumar.
From the blue corner, it is Rakesh Kumar against Vikas Ruhil. Now going to you, Jason, sorry. What needs to happen? What does Rakesh need to do?
Well, Rakesh, his background is a wushu background, so he's going to stick with what he knows best. He's going to use those punches, those kicks, and takedowns. Hopefully, he doesn't get caught down on the ground because another trainer and fighter at the Matrix Gym here, they train with Alan Fernandez. He's got great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, great ground game. So Rakesh has to keep his distance, use his striking. If he does take the fight to the ground, he wants to stay in the top position. And if he feels his hand getting caught or leg getting caught, he wants to pull out right away because he doesn't want to let a submission attempt happen from Vikas.
Right, now we look at Rakesh's keys to victory. Elusive striker, high-level wushu, will want to keep the fighting. As you said, he doesn't or would not want to engage in a grappling match with Vikas, someone who trains with a BJJ specialist like Alan Fernandez. This is surely going to be an interesting fight because Vikas hasn't fought in a really long time. I had a chat with Vikas yesterday where I asked him, he hasn't been as active as he should have been. And I asked him, does that make any difference? And the one thing that Vikas said that sounded very interesting to me is that he said, we're not going to war. This is my passion. I've been doing this for a very long time. I don't have to be active. I don't have to fight all the time to be in peak condition.
Well,
And now, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Vikas Real!
Okay, another hometown favorite here. We've got Vikas. Trains out of the Matrix gym here in Bombay. Trains with Tiger, trains with Dhruv. Another hometown favorite. Very well-rounded MMA fighter. Great ground game. Great jiu-jitsu.
And he's very seasoned as well. He's a seasoned veteran on this.
He wants to take the
card.
fight to the ground. He wants to take the fight to the ground because Rakesh is a wushu fighter. Good on his feet, knows how to do the takedowns, but once they're down on the ground, it's a whole nother ball game. So he wants to take the fight to the ground and win either by tap out or a technical knockout.
Right,
Speaking of technical knockout, we have a new rule in place. There's a new rule I'm going to educate people because this fight might see it happen. The new rule says that if the fighter is stopped because of a referee TKO and his corner objects, they can throw in a red towel, and that's an objection. And if you object, then the refs go back and they look at two more referees. But before we get into that, let's look into the
Keys to victory here for Vikas. Wrestling pedigree, takedown prowess, very experienced fighter. As we said, the two key elements that Vikas has is his experience.
Well, I don't need to wait for the keys to victory. I know these guys so well. I mean, I don't need to read this to tell you about these guys. I know almost every one of these fighters personally because I train with them. I haven't fought all of them, but trained with them, helped them get ready for fights, and I've fought on the same card as them, so I know them quite well.
Right, now going back to the TKO rule that you were just mentioning by the GAMMAF, the world governing body that has sanctioned this fight. So, for the TKO rule to come into effect, according to the new GAMF rules, please, Jason, tell us what's going on.
Well, let's look at the tail of the tape first with the featherweight division. We got Vikas from New Delhi, also Rakesh from New Delhi, about the same age, same height, weight about the same. One's a wrestler, one's a wushu. We already said that before. Let's see what's going to happen, baby. Let's see what's going to happen at the Matrix Fight Night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee for this bout is Ryan!
Hard time and instructions follow karo. When I say action, action, stop, stop. Keep a clean fight. Watch the low kicks. No fouls. Clear? Touch gloves if you all want. Back.
I'll just be in the center. I'm just going to jump a little bit in there. Okay, all right. Explain the TK rule.
All right, here we go. Round number one. Action's about to get here at the Matrix Fight Night. This is the third fight here this evening. Vikas versus Rakesh, a wrestler versus a wushu guy. And the action starts. Here we go. Round number one.
What did I miss, gentlemen?
Oh, look who it is. It's the one and only Daniel Isaac, the founder of IMA, and now the new organization. Daniel, what's the new organization?
The vice president of GAMF, by the way.
Oh.
The vice president.
Whoa, look at the action before we get into that.
Clinch work, nice clinch work here by Vikas. As we said, he needs to take this fight to the ground. However, Rakesh would want to avoid that at all costs.
Well, Rakesh is doing a good
A
job.
low hip shoot. That is a good technique there by Vikas.
Yeah, Vikas is an amazing wrestler. And like we said, he's going to stick to his game plan, which is take it to the ground, do a little ground and pound, get the submission, get the easy win.
Now with the side control, he's dominating the fight here.
The last time that I saw Vikas fought, I believe, an American opponent, he demonstrated a lot of good striking skills. I'm wondering if that striking game has developed since then.
Yes,
Once
definitely.
again going low hip here, Vikas. Sorry.
Well,
yes,
he's,
Jason.
he's sticking to the game plan of staying to the ground and keeping his wrestling base, trying to get the ground and pound, trying to get the submission victory. I think that's what his game plan is going to be. It looks like all the fighters fighting from the Matrix gym here in Bombay, training with the great Alan Fernandez, one of the only brown belts, jiu-jitsu practitioners in India, giving them some great coaching, and you can see they're taking all their fights to the ground and they're winning down there.
But when we talk about fan engagement, do you think that the Indian fans are quite ready to understand the ground game? Because most of them are, you know, they're expecting to watch two fighters just stand and throw punches.
Well, you can see that slowly but surely the Indian audience is maturing thanks to bigger leagues coming in and showcasing other fights around the world, and the fans are getting more educated. Of course, there's a lot of them who don't know really what's going on, but hopefully that will change, and now thanks to Matrix Fight Night, we're gonna have more fights out there so people can like tune in and understand the scientific and the technical aspects of the ground game.
Vikas once again being very comfortable here in side control.
Yeah, he's doing a great job keeping that position, keeping top position, using his elbows.
Elbows to the body just to soften him up.
Right, this is called side control. This is the position that Vikas is in side control. Now what Rakesh wants to do, Rakesh, instead of trying to hold on, Rakesh wants to do something called pulling guard, which is turning towards Vikas, scooting his hip in.
Oh, wonderful transition there.
There
Almost got a top control.
He tried to get over for the mount position, hop over to get mount, didn't quite make it, back inside control.
Full marks to Rakesh for the heart, but I'm not sure if that heart is going to be enough to win this fight right now.
Right, he's just holding on. He's not trying to escape or get out of the position. He's just trying to keep that position, and that's not where he wants to be. He wants to get out of there. As the longer Vikas is on top, the more he's losing the fight.
I think for Rakesh it's more a game of survival, but
He needs to be very careful here. He might give his back away to Vikas here if he's not careful.
I've seen a couple of Rakesh fights, and his striking is definitely up there. He's one of like the top wushu fighters and kickboxers in India.
Now he has given his back. As I said, he needed to be very careful there. He wasn't. Now Vikas is all over him, going for a rear naked choke.
Yep, you can tell that Rakesh doesn't really know what he's doing, not defending.
It's almost
quite
done,
well.
it's almost done, and he taps out. That is a rear naked choke victory for Vikas Singh. Used his wrestling base, as you said, to great effect.
Right, all the fighters and trainers
And
here.
he does the McGregor walk. He does the McGregor walk.
You can see the game plan of all the Matrix fighters is to take the fight down to the ground and win by submission or by TKO.
Well, one thing we have here is we have a pretty big audience of school kids and university students. I'm seeing a lot of fan engagement from them. I'm seeing a lot of them understanding what's going on when the submissions are being put on.
Yeah, you can see
The other
it's
thing
quite
that-
easily that he's losing the fight, getting choked from the back.
The other thing that you could see in that highlight is Vikas did not need to maintain body scissors. He did not even need to maintain the body scissors for the rear naked choke there.
I guess he's been working that RNC for a while.
Yes.
Been working that RNC for a while, so he knows how to execute just the right pressure with the arm.
Actually, I finished 3 of my fights with the rear naked choke and not had my hooks in, so.
Yes, my friend.
That just means that the people we're fighting are not as experienced as should be.
And do you,
Now
Jason?
we go to Jared inside the cage for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ryan Thorpe put a stop to this contest in 3 minutes and 25 minutes of the first round. And the winner by rear naked choke from the red corner, Vikas Singh Royal.
Tap out. Rear naked choke, you choked.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the man, the machine, and can I use the word tiger, Vikas! Vikas, 3 minutes 25 seconds. Probably one of the fastest fights we've had this evening. You are brutal जब आप अंदर आते हो. Backstage बड़े शांत रहते हो. यहाँ पे आके अंदर कुछ आतंक मच जाता है. did you know that it was literally going to be a scene where you're going to be knocking him out literally in 3 minutes 25 seconds?
First off, thank you. And first off, Matrix Fight Night team, thanks for all of us. And माँ की तुम्हारी माँ, अरे कितने? माँ राम राम. और पहला तो सबसे पहले thanks for my माता श्री आयसा मॉम and मेरे टाइगर भाई और मेरी पूरी मैट्रिक्स टीम फुल ऑन हेल्प डैन सर एलन सर ऑलवेज सैल्यूट फॉर यू एंड गॉडफादर हो आप गॉडफादर दैट्स इट नथिंग एल्स
क्या बात मेरे भाई. आपकी माता जी अगर ये देख रही हैं, माता जी आपने बड़ा होनहार बेटा पाया हुआ है. माता जी को एक लाइन बोल दे मेरे भाई.
माता श्री राम राम.
माता जी राम राम. आपका आशीर्वाद हमें चाहिए, टाइगर श्रॉफ को चाहिए, सबको चाहिए. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes 25 seconds. Give it up for the man, the machine, the conqueror, विकास. बेटा मुझसे पंगा मत लेना, मैं बड़ा स्ट्रांग हूं. मैंने तो उसको सिखाया है.
Now with that, once again, I'm joined here by Daniel Isaac, the founder of the All India Mixed Martial Arts Association, the vice president of the Global Authority for MMA Federations. But before that, the upcoming fight, let's give you a lowdown on what's going down next. The next fight is between Sachin Panwar and Raghavendra Singh in the featherweight division. But once again, Daniel, let me just ask you about the new TKO rule. We were talking about the rule again between me and Jason. We did not have the opportunity. But once again, we will have to wait for that. Let's go to Jared inside the cage for the official introductions.
And now, fighting out of the blue corner, put your hands together for Raghavendra Singh!
Now, the fight, the first fighter from the blue corner, Raghavendra Singh. Once again, Daniel, this is something that the fans need to understand because this is unique in its very essence. Can you just explain briefly what the new TKO rule is?
So, Akhilesh, the new TKO rule is something that's going to give an opportunity for fighters, even in a situation when they have a referee stoppage, or what we call a TKO. So, there have been many times, both in international MMA and in Indian MMA, that a fighter feels that he's been robbed of his opportunity for training for months and months and months. And the referee, although the referee is looking out for the best interest of the fighter, the referee is looking for the safety of the fighter. He steps in and stops the fight, maybe because he had a bad view or a bad angle.
I'll come to you once again, Dan. But the keys to victory for Raghavendra Singh, yeah, great stand-up, good kicks, should look for an early KO. He would want to avoid clinch work with Sachin Panwar. He would want to maintain his distance and use his striking to get the knockout or a TKO. But once again, talking about TKOs, Daniel, please go on and explain what the new TKO rule is.
So yeah, as I was saying, the important thing and the new opportunity that fighters have with a GAMAP restart rule is that their corner can raise a red flag as a protest if that referee stops the fight early.
With that said, we once again go to Jared inside the cage for the introductions.
And now, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, put your hands together for Sachin Panwar!
Sachin Panwar coming out next from the red corner. But once again, this is a discussion that we are going to have. This is a discussion that we are going to have throughout the night because the fans need to understand what the TKO rule is. As you were saying, the fighters now have the authority, have the power to call in a timeout and say, I did not lose by TKO. I was still conscious. I was still defending intelligently. So what's going to happen after that?
In this time would be that because the corner has the opportunity to raise a red flag and raise a protest, the fighter does have a chance if the other two referees and the event commissioner agree
that the fight was stopped too soon. In that situation, this fighter will get a chance to restart the fight. However, the downside is that he's going to lose that round on points. He's not going to win that round on points.
Here are the keys to victory for Sachin Panwa. Extremely well-rounded. Set up the takedown. Will look for the submission. Raghavendra, as we previously discussed, would want to avoid getting into a clinch or taking the fight to the ground with this submission specialist. But once again, Daniel, the fans need to get clarity, so I'll once again throw it back to you to explain the rules of the new TKO rule through GAMAF.
So I'm hoping that with the new restart rule, there are going to be some old school MMA fans who are not going to like it. They're going to be.
I don't like it.
They're going to be.
I was like,
that's
what?
going to be very controversial, though.
Yeah.
Now here is the tail of the tape for this featherweight bout. Sachin is from Bangalore, Raghavendra from Meerut. One is 26, the other is 27. Similar height, nearly similar weight. One is from kickboxing background, while Raghavendra is from the wushu background. Daniel, anything interesting that you would want to tell us about this fight?
Well, here's one very important thing. This fight almost did not happen. We almost had just 6 bouts instead of 7 because the fighter who was supposed to compete against Sachin failed his medical test. And without going to too much of information, all I can say is that we spoke out to so many other fighters and it was almost impossible. And then last minute we had Raghavendra who stepped in and took the fight.
MMA gods were on our side there.
Exactly. Now with that said, we go back to Jared inside the cage for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee for this bout is Ranjit.
Obey my instructions. This is stop. Show a clean fight. Touch gloves. Corners.
Now once again, an exciting stylistic matchup here, a kickboxer versus a wushu fighter. Jason, you have fought these kind of fights before. You have fought these kind of stylistic matchups before. What do you think needs to happen here?
Well, I think that each fighter needs to follow their own game plan, stick to the game plan, and figure out what they think is best in the situation. I feel right now, for our main man Sachin, he wants to take the fight to the ground. And Ravinder, who stepped in his last minute, thank God he stepped in. He wants to keep the fight standing and keep his distance and not get taken down by Sachin and getting tapped out or TKO'd.
I would say that this bout has one of the highest chances of staying on the feet because
Really?
Sachin comes from a very good kickboxing pedigree. Before he started competing in MMA, he was a
Saying that this
multiple-time
fight nearly
national
went to the ground
kickboxing
there.
champion.
Oh, wonderful head kick.
Just look at that hip twist and the twist of the knee before that roundhouse kick hit the head.
I knew you'd like that. You're kick butting backs round.
Absolute super kick.
Both the fighters have a relatively wider stance here.
Do you think that flipping that hip over, keep the wide stance, is that why they're doing that?
Well, the wushu guys, they throw their kicks differently. The Muay Thai guys, I mean, Jason, you know that you've been trained in Thailand, so you know that the twist of the hips and the Muay Thai stance is totally different.
Yep.
But one of the things with the wushu guys is they will have their feet a little bit apart. They'll have their right
Ooh,
foot.
Nice.
Talk about that spinning back kick,
Yeah,
Jason. I
very
told you,
nice.
kickboxing
Landed.
champion, man.
Landed nice. That's one of your signature moves, right?
One of them. One of them.
One of the many.
Well, Akhilesh, you should just know that behind the mics just now, there's a little bit of controversy between Jason and me right now. As Jason said, I don't like that restart rule. I don't like that restart position.
Okay, I say I disagree with one thing. Everything else made sense. But yeah, there's gonna be haters everywhere.
But
and
you're Jason Solomon.
Oh, a wonderful
you
inside
have
leg
to not
kick
like
there.
something.
Wonderful inside leg kick
I
by
mean, if I was in
Raghavendra.
that position, I would not want to be restarted. I would want my same position back. That's just me.
Raghavendra going for
But
combination.
Yeah, you're right. These guys are staying on their feet longer than expected. I was thinking Sachin would want to take it down to the ground and maintain that dominant position.
Well, one of the things that really impressed me was even though Raghavendra did not make weight, you know, the whole situation of him coming in last minute, him flying in really late,
Right.
he was actually here the night of the weigh-in. So, you know,
Crazy.
arrived in, just had 2 hours to cut weight. He was able to cut just about 2 kilos. But whatever the case was, we told Sachin,
A good knee.
you have the choice if you want to fight or not. Sachin
Right.
said, I'm going to fight him
No,
anyways.
that's he's a gamer, and it's good to have that. You know, a lot of fighters are too picky sometimes. A weight of 1 kilo, 2 kilos, it really doesn't make that much of a difference.
Tell me something, Jason. You trained with Sachin for many months at the Nasik camp some years ago. Do you have a little bit of input on what kind of fighter he is?
Well, I remember he was really good on his feet, and I think that he's going to showcase that talent right now. I thought he would have learned some jiu-jitsu along the way. He's been in the game for like 5-6 years now, but I've yet to see him take the fight to the ground and show that jiu-jitsu. I'm waiting for some of that. Oh!
Both the fighters reset for a minute. Oh, was that a knee to the head?
It looked
Nearly
like it
was a knee
but
to the
I think
head.
he missed. I think he missed. Nice leg kick.
Well, I think there's quite a possibility that Sachin understands what the fans want. And so he's decided to engage and just, you know, stand and trade.
They do have a nice clinch here. Both fighters using that Muay Thai knee. Sachin has almost a plum, trying to maintain that head control. Ooh, they break.
Good break there. Good break by Raghavendra.
Well, we actually have not just 2 but 3 strikers in there, because that referee Ranjit was a multiple-time Muay Thai national champion from Calicut, Kerala.
Even he trained with us in Nasik back in the day.
Sachin is cocking his right fist.
A lot of the old guys.
Sachin just threw that Superman punch, so I know he wants to throw that big punch. But Raghavendra, he's legit. I'm just worried about that that left kick to the groin or the right kick to the head in the case that Sachin drops down.
Yep, both these fighters using their distance now, using their leg kicks, both going leg kick for leg kick, maintaining their distance. Both fighting stayed on the outside, trying to re-gauge their distance and timing.
So tell me this, Jason. If, for example, Raghavendra, who's come in on short notice, manages... Oh, before saying that, all right, that was a clean separation. If Raghavendra manages to pick up a win in this fight, what will that do to his career? I mean, to his psychology?
Well, he hasn't fought in a while, and a win is good for anybody. It makes anybody feel great. Everyone loves a winner.
Coming on a short notice, especially against Sachin.
Now, that would be a big upset if he could do that. That'd be great.
Well, he took the fight on short notice. He knew who he was fighting, so I'm sure there was some element of confidence.
Oh,
Sachin rushed in. Sachin rushed
to the
in.
ground.
Now the fight goes to the ground.
Yep, a little bit of a slip there. Let's
Last
see what
10
they
seconds.
do.
Too little,
The
too
first
late.
round.
Yep, unfortunately, we only have 10 seconds left in the round, but good fight so far. Both guys pushing the pace. Working on to the second round.
That
Good
was
stop.
quite interesting. Tell me, Jason, who do you think won that round, though?
I don't like to call rounds, man. It's too difficult. Referees see different things than I see. I'm looking
Both
for
the
different
fighters,
things.
both the
Referees-
fighters had their moments in that first round.
I mean, Dan, how do you call a round? Do you really call a round? Do you like calling rounds?
I hate to call rounds, but I think I could call this one. I would see this one going 10-9 favoring Raghavendra.
Favoring who?
Raghavendra.
Really?
Raghavendra.
So I see it differently.
Wow.
I saw it differently.
Yeah,
How do you see it?
I saw that differently as well. I thought Sachin won that first round there.
You saw him in that first round. Well, we got 2 judges for Sachin and 1 judge for Raghavendra. This is going to be a split decision for this first round from the commentary box.
Yes, from our side, it's a split decision, but it doesn't matter what we say. It doesn't matter what the judges say. We got some celebrities in the house tonight. The beautiful ring girls representing Matrix Fight Night, round number 2. Loving the action here.
I actually heard one of the fans shout out in the round before this, "Don't start the round until the ring girl finishes the circle."
Well, you gotta love the ring girls. What's a fight without a beautiful girl? That's what
You're all
drives us.
set with the second round here.
You would know better, Jason.
No comment. Let's go. Round number 2. The action begins. Matrix Fight Night. Both these fighters taking their time, maintaining their distance, both playing a striking game, as you said. I was expecting Sachin to take it to the ground. No avail.
I'm seeing Sachin throwing a lot of shots, but I'm seeing Raghavendra timing his shots well. He's waiting for those couple of shots to land on the head or body.
Sachin seems hesitant, though. He seems hesitant to pull the trigger there.
Well, because he knows the opponent. He's got a lot of respect for his opponent, Rajinder. He's a very well-known striker, top-level
Oh,
wushu
that
fighter.
was a haymaker. He missed. He missed with that.
Yeah,
Did not
such-
gauge his distance
Ooh,
properly.
Nice knee.
Knees in the clinch. Oh, a
to
knee
the
to the head by Raghavendra. Wonderful.
Oh, he goes for the headlock, trying to get the... No, they break.
Raghavendra should have pushed the pace, don't you think, over there?
Well,
With
you
that
could-
clean separation.
I don't think he's very confident getting too close, and I think Sachin's trying to close the gap, but he's just throwing those wild haymakers to close that gap.
But
Not really
Raghavendra,
doing much.
Raghavendra knows for sure that there is some element of well-rounded MMA from Sachin, but unfortunately it seems that Sachin's not able to time his shots or his range well enough.
He respects the striking of Rajinder, therefore he's hesitant to come in like that. He's just rushing in with a big haymaker, trying to distract him with that haymaker.
The action is stalled there for a brief moment. Both the fighters still trying to analyze each other's movements, just trying to gauge what the opponent's next step is going to be, saying that Sachin once again rushes in.
Yeah, these guys have to be careful rushing in like that. They're going to split their heads open, like head-to-head. It looks kind of dangerous to me. Neither fighter are really confident on about closing the gap, and when they do get there, they really don't know what to do. Nice knee.
Nice knee to the gut.
Right there, another nice
Once again.
knee. Great Muay Thai shown here by Sachin.
If Sachin would work on that clinch a little more, he could actually time that knee to the body well enough. But because he's staying in the wushu side-to-side position, he's not able to land that knee to the center.
Right, if he just squares up his stance instead of standing so sideways, a bladed stance. Yep.
So that's a typical wushu style.
Sure.
And although Sachin did a lot of kickboxing, he also did some wushu. So that position is familiar.
Sachin once again with that level change.
Nice knee.
Turns the pressure.
Both
But
knees.
Raghavendra trying to land some knees there in the clinch.
Both exchange knees. Another nice knee. Referee right on the action. Both guys keeping their distance, controlling the hip. See if there's a hand on the inside to stop that knee from coming up.
Guys, are we on round number 3 or round 4?
Round number 2.
This is number 2 right now.
Oh, I mean bout number 3 or bout number 4?
This is happening number 4.
So we're
number 4 right now.
So we're already halfway for the card.
Yep, we're almost done here. We're past the halfway point.
Yeah,
actually.
we just passed the halfway
Is
point.
any bout that you're looking forward to, Jason?
I'm looking forward to the last two, Seth and Sandeep. These are heavy hitters. I feel that these two fighters are gonna push the pace. The fights before these were a little bit slow. I hope the next two coming through are not as slow. I hope they push the pace.
Did you
a little
think
bit
the
more.
Amit fight was slow?
Okay, that wasn't that slow, but yeah, okay. This fight's slow.
What about you, Akhilesh?
The last fight. I'm looking forward to how Sandeep is coming down 2 weight classes. That's not just one. He used to fight in light heavyweight, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he's cut a lot of
He's
weight.
cut a lot of weight to come down to welterweight.
But all the guys fighting at the Matrix Fight gym here in Bombay are all looking in fantastic shape. They're training with Tiger Shroff.
Once again, rushing in. Sachin needs to be very careful when he rushes in head first like that.
Yeah, no setup whatsoever to that attempt to have a takedown. He just rushes straight in.
He was holding Raghavendra's tights, and the referee was right on top of that to ensure that didn't happen.
A quick slap on the wrist from the referee.
Oh, a
Left
nice
head kick.
Nice head kick by Raghavendra, but Sachin had it scouted.
He goes for the head kick. Sachin tries to slip and slips the wrong way and almost gets knocked out.
I told you guys, I think you both are watching a totally different fight, and I'm watching a totally different fight.
Absolutely. Everyone. That's why I said I don't like calling fight, because everyone's perception is different. Everyone sees it a different way.
Oh, Raghavendra rushes in.
Raghavendra is pushing the pace. Sachin's trying his best to try and get that shot, but the problem with Sachin is he's stepping in with his head first. That's where the problem is.
The referee has called for a timeout. The referee has called for a timeout.
I think it's a groin shot. Looks like a groin shot. It could be a slight groin shot. We're going to check the replay and see exactly why the ref has stopped this fight. It looks like a groin
Raghavendra
shot.
looks very uncomfortable. He's holding
he
his groin. Must have been a groin shot.
We're waiting for the replay now.
Sachin slid there. Raghavendra rushed in. Went for a clinch. Was that a punch? Was that a punch to the groin? Was that what happened?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh,
there that was. The knee to the groin.
Yeah, it looked like a knee to the groin, and then he tapped. I don't know. Ref stops the fight. Star-studded event here. We got some Bollywood celebrities in the house. Sachin taking his time. Let's see what the ref's going to do, how much time. Normally when you get a groin shot, you get a full 5 minutes.
I think we're going to get another replay, another shot from a different angle. Oh, that was a groin shot. That was right to the groin. Knee to the groin.
Right on the family jewels. So he gets a full 5 minutes recovered. Now this is one of the only penalties or fouls where the fighter decides when he's ready. Otherwise, any other foul, it's up to the referee to decide when the fight
And
continues.
even after the 5 minutes, if the fighter thinks that he's not ready, then that could lead to a disqualification.
Yes.
For Sachin.
Yeah. If he's not ready to continue after 5 minutes, then it's a DQ or no contest.
You gentlemen have been doing your homework.
Yeah, well, there was a very important rules meeting we all had to attend yesterday. Someone made sure I was there on time. I missed
But the
one
fighter
flight,
started
so
once again. Raghavendra is all ready to go, but we are just 15 seconds away from the end of round number 2.
Oh, out of nowhere, Sachin's throwing those strikes. He needs to improve that distance, get a little bit closer, then throw that strike.
So you guys still see Sachin win that round?
Once again, Sachin just coming in head first without any form of setup.
Big punch.
That
Another knee.
A knee after the end of round number 2, but
Natural
there's
reaction.
no bad blood. Both the fighters are going back to their corners.
Sachin doesn't know where he's going. He's at the wrong corner. Interesting fight. Let's look at the rematch, a replay.
Look at that haymaker though. He has no setup. He's just going for those wild haymakers.
Yeah, but he's doing a good job with the knees. Nice setup, nice combo, ducks under, gets the clinch. Both fighters try another knee by Sachin. He's doing really well with those knees in the clinch position, but a return by Rapundra. Throws the combos.
So every time I see them in that wushu side stance, they seem to have their left hand in the underhooks, and the right hand is actually blocking the right leg. So I think that's the reason why that knee is being thrown at that awkward angle and having the chance of hitting the groin.
We have Krishna Shroff in attendance.
Alrighty guys, round number 3 is about to start. We got the beautiful ring girl just getting out there. We got the Bollywood celebrities here enjoying the fights ringside here with me. I've got Daniel Isaac.
So let's make this a little controversial.
Okay, let's
Both
do
of
it.
you.
Let's do it. I love controversy.
Before going into the round number 3, who do you think is leading on the scorecards? Jason, you first.
Right now, in my opinion, it's Sachin winning the game.
Sachin. And Dan? I'm pretty sure.
I still see Raghavendra winning the fight.
It's Raghavendra. So let's see what happens
Who
in
do
this
you
third
see,
round.
buddy?
I see Raghavendra all day.
Really?
Yeah.
Switch it up now.
I thought
Sachin's
you were
really
just going to
pushing
take a political stance right now, Akhilesh. Thank you for coming out and supporting me.
It's now the third
I
round.
remember who got me this gig.
It's the third round now. These guys are pushing the pace. Fighters trying to find a finish. Trying to find a finish here. Let's see who can get it or if it's going to go to the judges. And if it does go to the judges, it's going to be a real toss-up.
The way
right?
I see Sachin's stance right here and even his hands is that he's looking for that one big haymaker, one knockout punch that could secure him the victory here.
Yeah, neither of these guys are really setting up their shots. They're just like going head in or swinging wildly. Oh! Finally lands something. Starts from way outside, baits him, and does a spinning back kick. This is the second time we've seen that today.
That's the Taekwondo version of a 1-2. Instead of a left and right punch from boxing, that's a left roundhouse, half roundhouse, and a fast spinning back kick landing to the body.
So that's the 1-2 for the kickboxers?
That's the 1-2 for the Taekwondo guys.
For the Taekwondo guys, okay. That's my new favorite 1-2 combo. I'm going to start all my
But
attacking.
the ref once again stopped this fight.
What's going on?
We are going to have to watch the
Raghavendra
replay.
once again is holding his groin, if I'm not wrong.
I think-
Raghavendra is in some discomfort here once again.
I'm actually thinking there's something happened with Sachin.
No, we're going to have to wait for the replay and see how this
It
goes.
looks like there's a nasty cut on Sachin,
Okay.
which could have been from the clash of heads.
That's what I was saying. These guys have to watch themselves coming in there like that.
Yeah, Sachin was in some discomfort there.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
he's
looks like a
busted
nasty
open. He's
cup.
busted open.
Yeah, that's a clash of the heads, I think. They both rushed in. I think they're going to stop the fight. Yeah, this is going to be a done. Yeah, I can tell simply by the way the referee is holding on to that, we might have to stop this fight. Daniel has left to go see. Yeah, all the people.
The doctors are coming in.
They're not letting go. This fight's over.
This doesn't
No,
look
it's over.
good
This
for
fight is
Sachin.
over.
This doesn't
This fight
look
is
good.
over. They're not stopping the bleeding, and therefore they're putting the
He's
pressure on
bleeding
there.
profusely here.
Yeah, it looks like me that.
But
this
again,
fight-
we've been talking about this throughout the fight. He was just rushing in. He was not setting anything up.
Yes, exactly. So I think because of that, they're going to stop the fight. It looks like a nasty cut here. The doctor's putting a lot of pressure on that cut, trying to stop the bleeding. Doesn't look like the bleeding's going to stop. If from my experience in the fight game, I think they're going to stop this fight.
If they do, that goes as a win for Raghavendra, doctor stoppage.
Yes, that'll be a win for Raghavendra because the doctor would stop the fight and that would give him the win.
And you were seeing this fight differently. You were saying Sachin was ahead on the scorecard.
Yeah, but that's a scorecard. It's completely different. We're not at the scorecards anymore.
If you were a betting man, you would have lost either ways.
But I don't bet and I don't call, so we're just having fun. This is for controversy. But that's the submitting 1-2 combo. Nice. Let's see, that's a clash of the heads right there. That's what it was. And let's see.
It doesn't look good.
No, we're leaving the fight. Yeah, I knew it. I could tell. There, the one and only. The Shroff, Master Shroff started the fight. Okay, yes, this is a fight. This is a fight. It looks bad. He's leaving, taking a look here. Yep, the referee's got the hand on him.
With that said, let us now go back to Jared inside the cage for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Ranjit put a stop to this contest. 1 minute, 17 seconds to the third round. And the winner by doctor stoppage from the blue corner, Raghavendra!
Ladies and gentlemen, this was one of the most brutal fights of the Matrix Fight Night. राघवेंद्र आप जीते हैं, पर आपको ये बात असल दिल से माननी चाहिए कि सचिन ने आपको कांटे की टक्कर दी. भारी भरकम फाइट था, डॉक्टर ने स्टॉप किया, but you have to give it to the willpower of Sachin.
थैंक यू. सचिन बहुत अच्छा फाइटर है, अच्छी खासी प्रैक्टिस करके आया है, बेंगलोर जिम में प्रैक्टिस करता है, जो मैंने सुना है उसने बताया मुझे. लेकिन मैं अभी बता दूं कि मैं 3 साल से किसी फाइट स्टैंड पर नहीं हूं. मैं लास्ट ईयर NS डिप्लोमा करके आया हूँ कोचिंग का. उसके बाद 3 साल बाद मुझे अचानक से फ़ोन गया 3 दिन पहले ही कि आपको फ़ाइट लड़नी है. मैंने एलन सर का शुक्रिया अदा किया कि आपने मुझे फ़ाइट दी. मेरे घर पे फंक्शन था, मैं 2 महीने से वहाँ बिजी था, ना वेट कट कर पाया हूँ. सचिन को भी ये शिकायत है कि मेरे वेट में आके नहीं लड़ा, 3 kg वेट ऊपर है. तो मैं कहता हूँ कि फ़ाइट तो फ़ाइट है. मैंने भी फर्स्ट टाइम SFL के बीच में ऐसी लड़ी थी. मेरा भी अपोनेंट का पुष्पेंद्र सिंह का बहुत वेट अप था. लेकिन मैं चाहता हूं कि जो खिलाड़ी का है प्रेजेंट में वो अपना यहाँ पे दिखाए. रिंग में एक्सपीरियंस मांगता है, अच्छी प्रैक्टिस मांगता है और व्हील पावर मांगता है. सबसे बड़ी बात है कि यहाँ जिसकी व्हील पावर ज़्यादा अच्छी होगी वो बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट दे पाएगा. और मैं शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ टाइगर सर का कि उन्होंने इतना अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म दिया और हम जैसे फैंस हम उनसे यहाँ पे आके मिले हैं, रूबरू हो रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं उनको, बड़ी खुशी हो रही है. लेकिन मैं चाहूँगा आई होप के नेक्स्ट जब फाइट होगी तो मुझे पहले बता दिया जाएगा 1-2 महीना, ताकि मैं फिटनेस लेवल अपना बढ़ा सकूँ और अपनी अच्छी खासी तैयारी से.
Well, you got the message loud and clear. Raghavendra wants more notice to prepare for the fight. But एक चीज़ है, मैं जानता हूँ कि we always fight the good fight. मैं चाहूँगा कि आप अभी जाके सचिन से मिले. वो घायल है, but I know you are true fighters. You will stand by each other. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who hasn't practiced but still showed his willpower is stronger than any practice. That's what fighters are made of. Thank you so much, Raghavendra. Check the fate. हाँ? अरे स्टमक भी बाहर आ गया भाई, अंदर डाल देना भाई ऐसे. Come on. Next time, tummy tuck. All right. I am Siddharth Kannan, and I'm now going to call on the cage. Do you want to see Tiger Shroff? You know I'm hard of hearing. Do you want to see Tiger Shroff? Ladies and gentlemen, the brainchild of Matrix Fight Night. He is a warrior on and off the screen as well. Give it up for Tiger Shroff! You know, Tiger, I've been seeing you up har shana, har moment. Dekh rahe hain. 4 fights are done. What's going inside your heart right now? Is it beating faster? Kya ho raha hai?
First of all, I just want to say that, Meri Auqat ne, I've been saying this all along, to just judge any of these fighters because they're in another league altogether. So a huge round of applause, everybody, for the fighters. I think they put on a fantastic show so far. But yeah, I just want to keep seeing the show. Yeah, I'm a little speechless right now. I'm very happy that, this whole thing is manifesting. So looking forward.
You know what, Tiger? The naughty boy that I am and the good boy that you are, I want to challenge with you. Do I throw a challenge to Tiger Shroff in the cage? Hyena! So Tiger, I'm going to throw you a challenge. I'm going to be at such a height holding a pad. You are kickboxing expert, fitness expert. Let's see whether you can touch me sky high with that flying kick of yours. All right? Are you ready to take this challenge, Tiger, my friend?
I'll try.
You'll try, all right. So bring the chair and bring the pad. Ladies and gentlemen, are you with Tiger? Tiger? हाथ बचा के भाई, मुझे घर में खाना भी खाना है. All right. Do you want me to stand here or stand on the chair? I'll leave it to you.
I'll leave it to you.
You leave it to me? What do I do? Do you want me to stand on the chair or do you want to be standing on the cage? You tell me, chair ya cage? आशीर्वाद ले रहे हो क्या? Good boy. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, my challenge to Tiger Shroff. हाथ बचा लेना भाई. That one? All right. अच्छा आशीर्वाद ले रहे हो क्या? God bless you. God bless you. This eye. This is good. You want me to bring it down? You're fine? Yeah? Are you nervous? Or upar? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Me, the champion of every challenge. Tiger, you sure you want to back out? You can back out now. You're okay? You're okay? All right. 5. बेशर्मो, मुझे सपोर्ट करो. मेरे ताली बजा विवान. इतनी पप्पियां दी है मैंने तेरे को. All right. Now South Indian Talaivada, Urvati Sonna Nurvati Solmadri. Yak 2 3 attack. नहीं, hold on. I brought my hand lower. तू मेरा छोटा भाई है, इसलिए मैंने किया. All right, hand a little higher. All right, this is good, like this. All right, ताली मुझे आज बजाओगे, कल बजाओगे. Or you won't be able to touch it, Tiger. I don't want you to lose. I love you too much. All right, take 2. Hit it, Tiger. Show me your power, brother. Ore. Ayo Rama. Ladies and gentlemen, thank me. I made Tiger Shroff win. Give it up for Tiger Shroff. Baba, patti hai. You have a bandage? You have anything? Can I take it? Okay. Thank you. Please take the chair. I'll need that to sit there. I'm badly bruised. Thank you, brother. Love your beard. All right. I'm going to give it back to the 2 fighters there. A man called Akhil. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight he's got married. Instead of being in his honeymoon night, he's doing commentary for Matrix Fight Night. That is called the real fight. Give it up for Akhil, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the bad boy of MMA, Jason Solomon. I love you, brother. It's all yours.
All right, Tiger Shroff, you're having a great time showing off some tricks of the trade. Some great Taekwondo tricks, keeping the crowd entertained here. Next fight coming up.
Going to be Rajinder Singh Mena against Shrikant Shekhar. Rajinder Singh Mena, the man that put the Indian flag on the stage in one championship, picking up a win in 2018, goes up against Shrikant Shekhar in the featured lightweight bout of the night. With that, we go to Jared inside the cage for the official.
Gentlemen, and now, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighs 70 kilograms. Put your hands together for Shrikant Shekhar!
You have to give it to Shrikant Shekhar though, because no one would have been interested to take on Rajinder Singh Mena, because interestingly enough, he had defeated most of the Indian fighters. If I remember correctly, he just lost once to an Indian fighter.
But let me tell you something, a lot of people do not know about our main man, Shrikant. He he actually has broken a world record. In the last year, in the Nationals, in the Indian Nationals, he has won the gold medal in the lightweight category for boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and no-gi grappling. So, when it comes to be a well-rounded MMA fighter, this is the man. He's also a sleeper. A lot of people don't know about him. His first time is key to victory. He's got a great ground game, set up the takedown with his feints, and use the takedown defense.
But again, with someone, as you said, with that striking pedigree, this will be a tough challenge even for Rajinder Singh Mena. I did not know about the world record, so thank you for correcting me there. But once again, Rajinder Singh Mena, he has, if you talk about the dominance of Indian MMA over the past 2 years, you have to mention Rajinder Singh Mena because he was the first Indian male fighter over the past 2 years to take a win in one championship in one of the major global MMA promotions.
Oh, absolutely, he's a great fighter. I'm not saying that. He has done India proud and won in the 1FC, which is a great stage, a great chance from here. But all I'm saying is that Shrikant is a sleeper. Don't sleep on this guy. Got a very good, well-round overall MMA game.
This will definitely be a very interesting fight here. Shrikant showing his agility while he's entering the cage. We go to Jared once again
And
inside the cage for
now,
the introductions.
fighting out of the red corner, Rajinder Singh Mena!
Here's the main man. If you talk about one of the most interesting matchups, one of the most interesting fighters, one of the most interesting fights on the card today, it has got to be this fight between Rajinder and Shrikant.
Rajinder is actually one of the biggest names on the card. One of the first guys to have fought internationally and won internationally. One of the biggest names in the game right now. But I have my money on, if you ask me who my betting man, I have my money on Shrikant there simply because of the fact that he's got BJJ, wrestling, no-gi submissioning, and boxing, and Muay Thai. I think he's going to take it.
That is the definition of a well-rounded fighter right there. Now let us look at the keys to victory for Rajinder Singh Mena. Wushu pedigree brings great experience to this fight. Underrated ground game. Obviously, his victory in 2018 in one championship came via rear naked choke. So that is a very interesting tidbit to add there. Now, as you said, this is going to be a very interesting clash of styles. Rajinder against Shrikant. Shrikant with that boxing pedigree and added ground game against a Wushu fighter in Rajinder Singh Mena, who is also very underrated in his ground game.
Well, you know what? Rajinder Singh Mena did win with a submission, which is great. Matrix Friday Night Out. Here's a tale of the tapes, lightweight division. Rajinder from New Delhi, Shrikant from Bengaluru, 28, 29. It's about same age, same height, same weight. One's wushu, one's grappling. I expect Shrikant to take the fight down to the ground, win by submission.
That's a very interesting. Let us now go back to Jared in the cage for official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee for this bout is Ryan.
He'll take him down, he'll submit him easily.
Follow my instructions at all times, guys. When I say action, action, stop, stop. On a clean fight, I don't want any fouls. Touch gloves if you'll want.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No touch of the gloves there. I wonder what that's about. Maybe there's some bad blood I don't know about here, but normally when a fighter does fight, they always do a touch of the gloves. I don't know. What do you think?
I think this is a statement. This is a statement. This is Shrikant's time. He's telling, you know what, you may have won internationally, but this is my night. I'm going to secure the win today.
Oh, okay. Little mind game there. Has shown no respect to Mena, who does earn it, though, I think. I give him all the respect in the world. Winning in 1FC is a good job.
Shrikant coming in very early, going for a leg kick. Rajinder, look at the disrespect. Look at the disrespect. Look at the swagger in Rajinder Singh Mena right there.
Yeah, he just grabs that leg kick, throws it to the ground like, yeah, boy, try a little bit harder. Mena got a lot of more experience, fought all around the world. He's also an ex-champion, SFL champ. Oh, and there it is, like I said. Beautiful takedown.
Just shot in.
Yeah, that was a nice shot,
Very
man.
dominant.
And great technique. He was like, took him down like butter, man. He's got him now against the cage. Got him in a half guard. He's going to pass the mount easily, looks like.
And he's setting him up against the cage, which is very good technique.
Yeah, he's using that cage to pin his opponent down. He's going to try to get the double leg and pass over to side control. There it is. Got the double leg control. Tries to get to the side, but
Still
Mena
hasn't.
defends.
But oh, wonderful.
Walks straight into mount. Now
He's almost got his back.
Almost got the back, staying in that side position. Mena's in trouble here. And like I said, he's going to get that hook
This is
in.
a very bad position for Rajinder Singh Mena right here.
Right,
Very
he's
bad
got-
position.
He's got that hook sunk in now. He's got a triangle
If Mena
lock.
lets his hand go, lets his wrist go, the only thing that's saving Mena at this point is his wrist control.
And
but
there
as
it
I
is.
said that,
And
as I
that's a
said
tap
that,
out. That's a tap
as
out.
I said that, wow,
I called
what
that
a dominant
fight.
win.
I
That
call-
if we are talking about dominance in this fight card, on this fight card, that is easily the most dominant victory.
I call that fight all day. I told you, you're going to take him down. He's going to submit him. I called it.
The
I called
fans still cannot understand what just happened.
Yeah, you can see that the people here in Mumbai are still a little bit uneducated in the sport of mixed martial arts. They don't really know what's happening, what's going down, but great shot in here by Shrikant.
Once Mena let that wrist go, once he did not have that wrist control anymore, it was only a matter of time for Shrikant to cinch in that rear naked choke.
Yeah, it was a sick takedown. If we can get a replay of that takedown, if we could somehow get a replay of that takedown, that was a great takedown. And the takedown was the beginning of the end here for Shrikant. Easy victory for him. I called this victory. I told you he was going to take him down. I told you to tap him out.
Should have been a betting man.
I mean, you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda. We're just waiting for the final results. You can see the Bollywood celebrities here in attendance, looking on, enjoying the fights here, ringside with me. A great show put on here by
With that said,
Matrix Fight Night.
With that said, let's now go to Jared inside the cage for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Ryan has stopped this contest in 1 minute, 20 seconds of the first round. And the winner by submission by rear naked choke from the blue corner, Shrikant Shaker!
What a amazing, dominating performance here by the new guy, taking out the veteran.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just heard in less than a minute and a half, Shrikant Shaker did what he did best. Shrikant, ये शायद हमारा सबसे shortest fight रहा है Matrix Fight Night पर. क्या आपको लगा कि fight इतने ही क्षणों में, इतने ही seconds में खत्म होगा? आपको लगा था शायद वो third round तक आपको ले जाएंगे?
First of all, hello आमची Mumbai. How's the energy? How's the energy? How is the energy? So maybe like this is the shortest fight of my career, and I have nothing against Rajinder Singh Mena. I have nothing against anyone who is fighting out here. The thing is, if you stand in my way, I will run through you, and I am in a run to the top of the mountain. Anyone who is standing in front of me, I'm going to run through him to the top of the mountain. I'm not backing down. Thank you very much.
One person you want to fight with in the cage. One person जिसको आप ललकारना चाहते हैं to fight with you in the cage. If not now, in the near future, in this lineup that we have of 14 fighters.
The guy who is commentating. Where is he?
What up, what up,
Yeah,
up?
Jason!
Everybody wants me. Everybody wants me.
Whenever you're fight ready, I'm ready for a fight, Jason. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Talk to the man.
Yeah, no problem. We'll have.
Why do you want to fight him so hard? Why do you want to get the commentator in the cage? Talk your heart out, my friend.
So, Jason is one of the biggest fighters in India. I don't know if he's making a big name for a real name or a fake name, but we'll find it out when he comes to the cage and we battle it out around. Yes, Jason, if you're ready, like, yep, we.
Hey, Jason. You've got a man who's throwing things at your face, my friend. Jason, you're being a commentator. Are you going to take him out for this challenge? Come in the cage, my friend, Jason. We are people who talk up front. Do you want to take him on, Jason?
First of all, congratulations. I call that victory. One thing you guys must know about him, he set a world record, all right? A world record. In the last 1 year, he has won 4 national gold medals in 4 different disciplines. Boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and grappling. So what it goes to show you guys is if you want to be a great MMA fighter, you need to be an all-rounder. That's why all the fighters who have won today, Dhruv, Sandeep, Vikas,
All the guys repping Matrix Fight Club here. Tiger, what's up, baby? I love you, man. We see you. Thank you so much. If you want to fight, I'll give you a fight. I never back down, just like you. All the best. If you guys want to see a fight, make some noise! We love you, Mumbai!
You know, Jason, I want to see this fight. You know what? We're going to get him inside. And I know anyone who comes in front of you, you take the living daylights out of them.
Thank you, Mumbai, for coming down to this amazing show over here. And I think we have 2 more great fights left. So I hope you will be enjoying this show. Thank you very much.
Brother, don't punch me, that's all, man. Don't kill me. All right, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 big fights coming up. Matrix Fight Night. We are people who don't think things dying down. 2 more big fights coming out, live and kicking. At NSC, I am Siddharth Kanan. Bring it on, baby.
The disrespect. I'm joined by Daniel Isaac here. Before we talk about what just happened, the next fight is between Pradeep Kumar and Seth Rosario in the welterweight division. Daniel Isaac, let me quickly bring you in. The disrespect.
What did you think about that, Akhilesh? I mean, he ran through his opponent. He stood there like a philosopher. He gave his quote, and then he calls out Jason.
Before I give you my answer, we have to go once again to Jared Inside the Cage for the official introductions.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the welterweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner, please put your hands together for Seth Rosario!
Seth Rosario, the man from San Juan, Puerto Rico, if I'm not mistaken. Daniel Isaac, can you tell us anything about Seth Rosario?
Well, Seth Rosario is an American national that's been living and training in Delhi for the last, I would say, 8 years. He began his training with Sanshin Khan Karate, which is actually very similar to Kyokushinkai Karate. So it's a full contact karate style. But he made the move to MMA when the moment we had high-profile mixed martial arts shows come to India.
Right, now we see the keys to victory for Seth Rosario. Calm and composed striker, will use his striking setup, can fight anywhere. As you said, he is a well-rounded fighter, his base being striking. This will be an interesting matchup.
One thing for sure is Seth comes to fight. He comes in with discipline of martial arts. I tried my best to try him and his opponent to try and trash talk to each other. They refused to trash talk. They just stood there, they shook hands, they stood in front of each other, they gave each other a stare down, and that was it.
As the commissioner, former commissioner of IMA, the founder of IMA, what does that tell you? Does that excite you when 2 fighters just want to get inside the cage and get on with the action and not interested in trash talking? Does that excite you as?
Well, you know, for one thing, Akhilesh, I think there's 2 sides of the coin. There's fighters like Conor who are in the news today for getting arrested again, right today.
Now, saying that, we go back to Jared Inside the Cage for the introductions.
And now, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Pradeep Kumar!
Pradeep Kumar from the red corner. Going back once again to Daniel Isaac, the man that put this fight together. Tell us something about Pradeep Kumar that we don't know about.
Pradeep Kumar comes from a pedigree of judo and wushu. He's got some very strong takedown skills, got some solid boxing, made the transition from judo to completed wushu. He knows what he's doing. He is ready to throw down some leather. I think we have a really good matchup with these 2 guys. It's actually India versus the United States.
A stylistic matchup between a judo wushu fighter and a karate fighter with their backgrounds, with the karate background and a wushu background. How do you see this stylistic matchup as?
Well, if it was going to be pure.
Just look at the keys to victory. Amazing cardio, phenomenal kicks. Watch out for kick knockouts of Pradeep Kumar, as you said, from judo to wushu. He is a dangerous striker, but at the same time, Seth Rosario is also a very dangerous striker. So, as you were saying, can you break down this fight stylistically?
Well,
if he was a pure wushu fighter and if Seth was a pure karate fighter, I think that the wushu fighter would have had the domination. But Seth Rosario has been cross-training. He's been putting in all the elements of MMA. He knows his ground game. He knows his MMA. It's going to be a fun fight.
Right, wushu and karate backgrounds, as we said, both are from New Delhi. Pradeep is 38, Seth Rosario is 32. But with that said, we now go back to Judd inside the cage for the official
Now,
introductions.
ladies and gentlemen, the referee for this bout is Ryan.
Relax, relax. Follow my instructions at all times, guys. Action, action, stop, stop. I want a clean fight, no fouls. Touch gloves if you want. Back.
Wow, did you see Seth in that stare down, man? He was in his fight stance the whole time.
He has a game face. Seth Rosario came here to fight.
Yo, man, he was setting up in his stance at the judges, referees talking the decision. It was amazing. I've never seen anyone do that before.
Now, let's just talk about that brief disrespect that you just received.
I really wouldn't call that a disrespect, man.
He called you out.
That's a huge respect in my opinion, because people only call out people that are good, man. If you're not getting called out, you're not doing something
But he
right.
said he said you were getting fame outside of the fighting game.
Hey, man, a guy like me is going to get fame no matter what I do, whether I'm fighting or joking or whatever.
Seth Rosario just came in head first.
Yeah, he closes the distance nice, got a nice clinch here. Pradeep's doing a good job of holding the neck and the head of Seth. Seth trying to get a takedown. Oh, nice
That's
judo
a good
throw.
trip. That's a good trip.
Now we got Pradeep with a headlock. He's going to try to let go of this headlock and turn around, turn face into Seth.
He did just
Seth
that.
tried to do another takedown. Seth got a good double underhook here, pushing him against the cage. Pradeep's trying to get out of there, using those hands, controlling Seth nicely, but Seth's doing a great job, nice grip. He's going to sneak that leg around. If he can sneak that leg around, that right leg around, and then try to trip him and turn him to the ground.
He tried doing just that. He tried doing just that. Pradeep needs to sink in the underhooks or he will go to the ground. And he just did that.
There we go. Seth muscles him down to the ground, uses that body lock. Pradeep tried to defend, but Seth was just too tenacious, didn't give up, and kept going for it till he finally got the top position, which he was looking for.
Seth using his grappling effectively, keeping his opponent locked in on the ground.
Yep, Seth's going to try to pass to get the full mount here. There it
Yeah,
is.
he just did.
Very nice
That was
transition.
slick. That was slick.
Very nice transition to the full mount. Now he's going to try to posture up. Pradeep is going to try to hold on and keep as much distance, close the distance between Seth and him so he can't rain down those punches. Seth's going to try to keep his position here. Nice elbows. Going to the back of the head. No, those are going to the elbow. Those are safe.
Those were not 12-6, by the way.
No, they're not. Those are good elbows.
Those were good elbows.
To the shoulder. Going to soften up his opponent. I like to do a body slam here. Seth probably doesn't know what that is, but as we slam the head down, use your chest to slam the head down. Maybe I can teach that to him another time. But Pradeep is just holding on, try to use the cage, but now Seth sees that. Seth changes the angle.
Pradeep hasn't done much to get out of this predicament, though.
He's holding on. You can see that a lot of these fighters, they don't really know what they're doing on the ground. They're more one-dimensional, and hopefully, as we progress as a sport in India, we'll see fighters getting a little bit better and understanding how to transition and to get out of those positions.
Do you think at this point the referee might step in because the action, there isn't a clear dominance here?
No, there's a clear dominant position from Seth in mount. There's no way the ref would stand them up in this position. As long as Seth stays moving and stays active and not just staying on top. He needs to be active and keep moving, try to punch, try to transition, try to ground and pound.
But the action once again has stagnated.
Well, not really. Seth's doing a good job.
Seth's trying to move. Seth's trying to get the
doing a
initiative
great job,
done.
actually. He's in top control in a mount position, which is a great position to be in. He's doing the right thing, taking his time, not being sloppy, not giving up that position. So Seth's doing a great job. The one who needs to improve his movement is Pradeep here. Instead of trying to hold on like that, Pradeep is going to try to skip out or turn out, which he's not really doing.
Seth
is rounding out. See,
Did he just holding the cage? He's holding the cage, isn't it?
He's not doing anything. Randeep is not doing anything at all. Pradeep is just holding on. He's not defending intelligently. He's going to try to walk with the cage. No, not happening.
His toes are inside the cage.
He's trying to punch back from the bottom. I don't know how that's going to help anything. Seth is doing a good job maintaining top position.
Now we have the Mumbaikars coming to life, asking the action to be a little more aggressive.
That's actually only 1 or 2 people from Gurgaon who are here cheering for Sanchin Khan. They keep saying Sanchin Khan. Oh, nice elbows. Beautiful elbows by Seth, man. Raining down, ground and pound. He's going to get this fight stopped right now by TKO, I think, if he keeps doing this. Great ground and pound by Seth.
Those punches are connecting. Those punches were connecting at least.
Yep, he's maintaining position, taking his time. He doesn't want to gas out here. Seth working those elbows.
Good forearms there to the head.
Yep, working nice elbows. Doing a good job. Love the way
Once again posturing up. He postured up for a minute, but once again, Pardeep looks like he's hanging for dear life here.
Yeah, he's just holding on. He's really not defending here. He's not really doing much of intelligent defend at all.
We are down to the last 10 seconds of this round.
Yep, Seth
looks like we are now going to the second round.
Yeah, definitely. Seth's putting the beating on him here. And I think he got saved by the bell there, did Pardeep.
Seth Rosario once again showcasing his dominance. He has come here to fight.
Definitely. That's a nice takedown attempt there. Reverse there by Pardeep. Got a nice headlock. He's holding on to that headlock, trying to flip him around, but Seth doesn't allow it. Seth finally muscles him down to the ground with that body lock, and now maintaining a side control, grounding some ground and pound, some nice elbows, some nice punches, maintaining the top position the entire time, not allowing Pardeep to get up. Very dominant performance here by Seth in the first round of this fight in the Matrix Fight Night in Bombay. It's going down. I can't believe it.
Talk about balance, talk about posture, talk about controlling the fight from the top. But I think Pradeep did not a bad job surviving there.
And that is Avi Mittal. Just, let me step in and say that is Avi Mittal, the chairman of All India Mixed Martial Arts Association. Sorry, Jason. I'll cut back to you once again. What were you saying?
It's all good, man. No need to apologize. It's all good. We're having fun. Seth looks like he's ready. A little bit tired. Both fighters look a little bit winded. They put a lot on it in that last round. Let's see what this second round has to offer us here at the Matrix Fight Night live in Bombay on Facebook. Tiger Shroff. Let's do this, baby.
Seth once again coming in. Seems to be the more proactive fighter here.
Wow, nice hook lands, but Seth takes it like a champ.
Once again. Grape winding him with his body lock here.
Yeah, he's got that body lock. Seth wants to take this fight to the ground. You can see.
Once again going for those trips.
You can see he's looking to take the fight down to the ground and keep it there. He's very comfortable on the ground. But don't forget, he's a karate background, but this is an MMA fight, not a karate fight. He wants to take it to him.
No traces of karate in that fight from Seth. Seth's fighting like a true MMA fighter.
Yep. Ow, and he falls. Ties another sloppy attempt at a takedown.
But Pardeep got the dominant position here.
No, because it was a sloppy attempt by Seth. He tries to take him down.
Was that a stomp, Dan?
That was a stomp to the body.
Stomp to the body.
Yep.
So for the fight.
So that was an illegal attempt.
That was legal.
That was legal.
That was legal.
For fans at home who don't know what we're talking about, once opponent is grounded or to the ground, you can only knee him or kick him to the body, not to the head. So we weren't sure if that kick was legal or illegal. Foot stomps are not allowed. However, I wasn't sure that really was a foot stomp. It looked like some sort of hybrid kick.
Once again in the clinch, Seth Rosario dominating this fight whenever he pushes for a takedown. With that said, once again, Pardeep landed on top.
No,
that was a sloppy attempt once again.
Right, so Seth's trying to get that takedown, but he's not doing it.
Seth got tagged. Whoa. Seth got tagged. Pardeep on top once again. He's now in total control of this fight.
Heavy leather from Pardeep.
Seth looks exhausted right now.
Seth was rocked by that big right.
That first round, that
he's
total control
He's trying to work a triangle, I would say, but I don't think he has the.
Now he has.
He switches over.
Now he does.
Now he switches over. He's got the right position.
He still needs to get his left leg
tap,
on top.
He gets it.
He did.
Wow.
Wonderful.
What a comeback.
Seth Rosario picking up a submission victory with the triangle.
That's the second triangle we've seen tonight when fighters were in trouble. They looked like they were about to lose the fight, but somehow threw the triangle over, and got the victory. Just goes to show you how amazing jiu-jitsu is. It can save you in the most difficult of situations. Look at the replay here. Gets that leg, hooks it over, pushes the hand across the face, clamps it up, pulls down on the head, and boom, there's the tap. Game over, baby. Well done.
For
Seth
me, for a
Rosario.
moment, it looked like Seth still needed to position his left leg correctly. But that, once again, as you said, is the second submission by triangle choke of the night.
Yeah, Seth did a great job. He was in a tough position. He threw the legs up there, got an awkward triangle, corrected, made the change he needed to make, finally got the angle he needed, clamped it down, locked it in, and got the victory. Good job.
Once again, it's a Wushu karate fighter that just submitted his opponent.
Yeah, but that's the beauty here of MMA, man. Like, you got people from different disciplines. I mean, Seth's a karate guy throwing up a triangle. Amit was a boxer throwing up a triangle. This is showing you how the game or the sport of mixed martial arts is evolving here in India.
Alanin Fernandez over there. Obviously, the BJJ legend must have enjoyed that submission.
I mean, I love that submission.
With that, we once again go back to Jared inside the cage for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ryan Thorpe put a stop to the contest. 2 minutes and 8 seconds into the second round. And the winner, submission by triangle, from the blue corner, Seth Rosario.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was a cliffhanger, a roller coaster ride of chills, thrills, and thrills. Seth Rosario, you know what? I admire your fighting spirit, my friend. I thought Pradeep was getting you. I thought he was going to knock you over, and then you spun it to your own advantage. What happened? Did you feel at any point of time, especially last 30 seconds, you're going to lose?
I'll take it.
Did you feel?
Yeah, man, I felt he hit me with some strong shots. And I knew at any second I could go to sleep, but because I train traditional karate and we think and we meditate about the Bushido spirit, the never give up spirit. So I thought I'll hold on for 10 more seconds, 5 more seconds, 10 more seconds again. And then he left himself open with those wild shots coming in. I threw the triangle and he tapped quite fast. Someone needs to teach him the triangle defense. But I'm glad for me it's a personal victory to survive. And I just want to say a big thank you to the Shroff family. And also another thing that I actually really mean is I love coming to Bombay. Bombay is my favorite city. Everywhere that I've been, I love coming to Bombay. Thank you to all the people who believe in me, since Ayashpal, my coach Nitin, thank you, bro. And also big shout out to all my kids, all my students in Nirvana Karate Club. You guys better be practicing, I'm coming to test you. Os.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, this is what MMA is all about. You had Pradeep overpowering him, and he came back in the last few seconds. Like they say, it ain't over till it's over. He was about to sleep. You can see that while he was talking as well, that the power and pain that he was experiencing with Pradeep, but he came on top. Ladies and gentlemen, the last fight, the biggest fight for tonight. Sandeep Daya versus Rana. If you're an MMA fan, you will know that these two fighters are gonna gun down each other. They are people who are rivals. It's Rana versus Sandeep Daya, the biggest fight for tonight. Jason, what's up?
Let's party! One more fight and we party.
We now have come to the co-main event of the main event of the evening. Actually, this fight night has passed us by quick. Sandeep Daya against Abhishek Rana in the welterweight division. Sandeep Daya has cut quite a lot of weight to come down from light heavyweight to welterweight. How do you see that impacting his performance? Because in the past we have seen fighters cutting a lot of weight, wrestlers cutting a lot of weight, and that impacting the gas tank. Do you think the same thing is going to happen tonight?
No, because I think Sandeep hasn't cut the weight so fast. He's taken his time and done it nice and slow and systematically. So I don't think that will have a huge effect. But the advantage for Sandeep would be the fact that he's going to be much stronger.
With that said, let us now go back to Jared inside the cage for the official announcements.
And now, This is the main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Put your hands together. Fighting out of the blue corner, Abhishek Rana!
From the blue corner, Abhishek Rana. This is a big, big fight for him in his pro MMA career. Abhishek Rana, 29 years old, welterweight. He's going to fight a much bigger opponent who, Jason, as you said, has cut weight over time. But still, that would mean that the power, the light heavyweight power, remains in Sandeep Dahiya's hands.
Sandeep Dahiya, really, really strong heavy hitter. Lot of knockout power, but Abhishek Rana is no throwback either. I've trained with him, I've fought with him before. He's a great fighter, got a great judo background. If the fight goes to the ground, he will be able to stand his own. He wants to avoid the striking onslaught, pick his shots and look for the takedown. Like I said, use his judo and get the fight to the ground.
Saying that, Sandeep Dahiya, he talked about the power he possesses. What do you think, since you've worked closely with Abhishek Rana, what do you think the game plan is going to be going into this fight?
Well, I feel he'll stay on the outside, use his striking, soften him up, and I think he's going to try to go for the knockout. He's got the power.
We will see about that. Jason says that Abhishek Rana has the power. And one interesting thing throughout the evening, Jason, is whatever you have said, whatever predictions you have given have actually happened.
That's why I'm the person here giving the technical opinion of what actually is happening.
With that, we go back to Jared inside the cage.
And now, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Put your hands together for Sandeep Dahiya!
The main man of the evening in the main event of the first edition of Matrix Fight Night, Sandeep Dahiya from the red corner. The intensity you can see in his eyes. The man has come here to fight. He takes no prisoners. We have seen Sandeep being involved in some devastating knockouts in the past. Do you see this fight going the same way?
Expect Sandeep to come in using those big shots, softening up his opponent, getting the knockdown, getting the knockout, and taking the victory home. He's another hometown favorite. He's here representing the Matrix MMA gym here in Bombay. He's one of Tiger fighters. Look for him to come in strong, hot and heavy, get the knockout, get the win, and we can go party.
Right, now the keys to victory for Sandeep Dahiya. Great boxing experience, excellent counter striker, great takedown defense. The one thing that you attributed Abhishek Rana's advantage is the fact that he can take his opponents to the ground. But as we see from the keys to victory, Sandeep Dahiya obviously has a good takedown defense. He's working with Alan Fernandez, as you said, at the MMA Matrix gym here in Bombay. So this is going to be a very interesting clash of styles.
This is going to be a good fight. You can see all the stars are here in attendance. Great turnout for the first ever Matrix Fight Night. Here's the tale of the tapes. We've got Sandeep Dahiya in the red corner, Abhishek Rana in the blue corner. A little bit of a height advantage for Sandeep, a weight advantage there for Abhishek. One's a boxer, one's a wrestler. I can't wait to see how this fight goes. Expect fireworks.
Just looking at both the fighters here itself, do you think Sandeep possesses a reach advantage over Abhishek?
Sandeep has got really long arms for somebody his height, and he uses those arms to his advantage, and he knows how to use them.
With that, we go back to Jared inside the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee for the final bout is Ryan.
Red, Sandeep. Okay, guys, you all know the rules. Okay, I want a clean fight. When I say action, action, stop, stop. Okay, clean fight. Touch gloves if you want. Back.
The main event is about to go underway of the first edition of Matrix Fight Night here at the NSCI Stadium in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Two heavy hitters one with a boxing background, one having a judo wrestling pedigree. This is going to be certainly an interesting main event.
Yep, absolutely a great show here. Great turnout for the first ever Matrix Fight Night. This fight's going to be huge. Sandeep's going to use those boxing. He's going to stay on the outside. Rana's going to try to close the distance, come in and get this fight to the ground.
The beginning itself was pretty surprising because it was Abhishek that went for a big cross.
Well, Abhishek's going to want to close the distance like I showed you. Close the distance, take it down. Great takedown there by Abhishek. He's got a great judo background. He knows what he's doing on the ground.
He easily ended up in the top position.
Yeah, no, he's got a great judo background. He's been training judo for a very long time, and judo players know how to keep their base. They know how to take them down. Throwing some nice elbows here, keeping that position. Sandeep doesn't want to hold on. Sandeep wants to let go, spin and roll and get out of that position. Otherwise,
you can see the elbows landing on the shoulder blades as well.
That's perfect, because what that does is going to take the power away from Sandeep's hands. Yes, good job. We train like that.
Excellent
technique. Good job. Very good job there by my teammate. I fought with him before.
And you talked about the body slam, which he just implemented as well.
Right, we've trained that technique together. Like I said, he's on my team. We fought in other leagues together. I've trained him myself. He actually helped me avenge a victory against Amit Chobe. That's another story for another day. But let's get back to the fight here. Sandeep needs to let go, because what he's doing is he's just holding on, gassing out those arms. Abhishek's doing a great job maintaining that base, keeping top position, pushing down, trying to get that arm.
Sandeep needs to turn this predicament around, because he will not be able to hold on for much longer, because he will, as you said, gas out his arms.
Yeah, Abhishek's doing a great job keeping that top position, using his hands to base out, softening him up with those body punches or punches to the head. He should switch back to those elbows. Switch back to those elbows. They were way more. There you go.
There you go.
That's the elbows I want. Nice elbows.
The referee just asking him to keep an eye out for an illegal strike.
He's doing really good job here, Abhishek, of holding the top position. Doing a really good job. Nice
elbow.
Push down. Nice. Another one. Very good.
Sandeep Daya is in all sorts of trouble here.
He's doing a great job here, Abhishek. I'm surprised, actually. He's running away with this fight. If he just keeps his position and maintains that position, he'll be doing a great job for the rest of this round. And Sandeep needs to try to let go. He's just holding on for dear life. He's not doing anything.
He needs to go with underhooks rather than holding.
He needs to try to bridge up and rotate his hips and spin and switch position. But Abhishek's not allowing him to do that because he's got those hands on the side as base.
He has a high mount as well.
Right. Abhishek's a great judo practitioner. He knows what he's doing. And great, easy takedown. Sandeep actually looks a little bit gassed out. Maybe he did cut a little bit too much weight. You never know. Nice
good
body
shots. Good shots to the ribs.
Yeah. We want to see those elbows, Abhishek. I want to see those elbows. Let's see those elbows.
Sandeep needs to do something here, because this first round will have a bad impact going into the second and third, even if Sandeep makes it past the first round.
Well, I mean, Sandeep might make it through this round. He will be tired. His hands will be exhausted from holding on like that. He will be tired from taking all of Abhishek's weight. Abhishek's just chilling right now, sitting on top of him, keeping control. Nice elbows, nice body shots, head shots. He's going body to the head, mixing it up. And if you look at Sandeep's feet, he's got his feet up in the air. He needs his feet on the ground, and to push off the ground, to bridge up and rotate.
Correct.
I don't know why he's not doing it. He's just
lift his hips and pivot, lift his hips and pivot.
And with that leg up in the air, he's not able to do that. See, that leg should be on the ground, posted on the ground. He's locking his legs. What is he doing? His legs should be on the ground. Abhishek's doing a great job.
Someone should teach him how to defend off his back.
Well, I don't know what his corner is doing, but Abhishek's doing a great job.
He's following his game plan. He's following his game plan to a T.
Abhishek, elbows!
Jason here asking Abhishek to connect with elbows.
Yeah, I have a biased opinion here. I want Abhishek to win, man. He's my teammate. So, plus Sandeep's got the hometown advantage. I got all the Bombay people here rooting for him, so I always root for the underdog.
That's why you're called the Delhi Don.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like to start drama everywhere I go.
The king of the north.
Abhijit.
Last 30 seconds of the first round. This is very bad for Sandeep.
Yeah, Sandeep.
For more reasons than one. Wonderful
nice
elbow.
Another one.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
You asked for elbows, you got your elbows.
I love my elbows, man. I love elbows, man. Look, a little smile there by
That was an acknowledgement to you.
That's a smile, man. You can be.
Last 10 seconds of the first round.
Hey,
This has
nice
been
elbow.
all Abhishek.
Beautiful
all
elbows.
Abhishek in the first
Beautiful
round of the
elbows.
main event.
Beautiful elbows.
Oh,
And
saved by the bell. Saved
right out of
by
my
the
mouth.
bell.
You took the
And
words right out of my
he's
mouth.
bleeding. He's cut open.
He's hurt pretty badly, man. Abhishek's doing a great job.
Here we go to the replays. You can see Sandeep missing with a hook. Abhishek taking him to the ground with ease, maintaining a high stance, top position. And it was just Abhishek throughout the round. That was a dominant performance from Abhishek Rana. Jason here motioning to Abhishek to connect with more elbows in the second round. Let's see if Abhishek listens to the Delhi Dawn yet again. Those nasty elbows cut him up pretty bad. Nasty elbows to end the round there. The doctors are checking on Sandeep Dahiya as we speak. He's been worked on by the doctors. It looks like the fight will continue. The doctors have stitched him up. The doctors have closed the gash, closed the wound. But Sandeep needs to do something here. He needs to change the direction of this fight.
Sandeep wants to keep the fight standing. He doesn't want to go back on the ground with Abhishek Rana.
For a boxer who depends on his knockout power, that wasn't a great first round.
No, he actually got taken down quite easily. Nice body
You
kick.
can see that he's gassed out though, by his movements at least.
Yeah,
you can see that he's gassed out.
He's going for broke.
Oh, a big knockout punch right there. The referee has stepped in. Sandeep Dahiya knocked out Abhishek Rana. That was not seen coming.
That's what all it took. One big body shot, one nice headshot, and that's all she wrote. Sandeep's got massive knockout power.
The referee had to step in to stop the fight. Sandeep Dahiya, who seemed to have been going on the losing end in the first round, turned the tide, turned things around in the first minute of the second round.
He knew he was losing the fight. There's no way he could let the fight go down. And look at this. He swings with those leg kicks.
But that was a knockout punch. You could see he was out. His lights were out.
Massive knockout blow here. Look at the kick, followed up by the nice right hand. Left hook, and down she goes.
Abhishek Rana once again being looked over by the officials, sitting in the corner, while Sandeep Dahiya is celebrating with his officials. Now, Jason, tell me, did you see that fight going in that direction in the second round?
I knew that Sandeep had only to stay on the outside, use his punching and strike up the knockout, and that's exactly what he did. So good job to him, man. He stuck to the game plan. In the second round, that was what he's supposed to do. In the first round, however, he got taken down, wasn't able to implement his game plan.
With that said, we now go to Jared inside the cage for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ryan Thorpe put a stop to the contest in 13 seconds of the second round. And the winner by knockout from the red corner, Sandeep Dahiya!
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest MMA fighter on the face of this soil, Sandeep Dahiya! And that's a knockout. Sandeep, मैं आपका बहुत बड़ा फैन हूँ. Sandeep, you doing okay? बात कर लेंगे?
अरे भाई बात तो जरूर करेंगे.
संदीप, ये जो आपने नॉकआउट किया है, क्या जुनून सवार था आपके दिमाग में और आपके जहन में क्या था? संदीप, you are an unleashed beast out there.
मुझे नॉकआउट पसंद है. मैं वीडियोस देखता हूँ, UFC, बेलाटोर या फिर MMA कुछ भी, तो मैं उस पर फुल फाइट कभी सर्च नहीं करता. मैं बेस्ट नॉकआउट, बेस्ट सबमिशन, ये चीज़ें देखता हूँ, तो मैं अपने आप से वही उम्मीद करता हूँ. अच्छा मज़ा आया इस भाई के साथ खेलने में, एक नंबर का.
Ladies and gentlemen, रुके संदीप, आपके लिए गिफ्ट है. मैंने ऐसा फैन जिंदगी में नहीं देखा हुआ है. I'm gonna call from the MMA gym, Nakul, who's Sandeep Daya's biggest fan. You gotta see how Nakul cheers for him. Nakul!
Sandeep sir! Zindabad! Sandeep sir! Zindabad! Sandeep sir! मैंने इनको ना और जिम में ट्रेन करते हुए देखा है. किसी मॉन्स्टर को देखा है कभी? किसी मॉन्स्टर को देखा है कभी? ये रहे मेरे सर, मॉन्स्टर. You know, कुछ भी हो जाए, सलामी तो किससे चाहिए? Rafael से.
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest fan of Sandeep Daya. Give it up for Nakul! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call two performers right now. Manj Music and another very dear singer performer friend of mine, Jonita Gandhi. Before we get into the party with DJ Akhil spinning the wheel. Manj Music, can I have you in the cage? And along with Jonita Gandhi, brother, I've been a big fan of yours from RDB days. And of course, come, Manj Music. Ladies and gentlemen, Talio ki Gunj. I am Siddharth Kannan and I proudly present Manj Aja Mere Bhai. Andar, look at the chivalry. There you go, singers in the cage. How you doing, brother?
बस ठीक ठाक ही हालचाल.
Arik, sat sri akal hai?
Sat sri akal.
Jonita, brother, before we get into the party, I just want to take that's raw.
That's real raw. That's real bird.
That's real hard work out there. Manj, let's not talk. Just do what you're best at, which is sing a few lines for all the MMA fans out there. Come on, let's do this.
I'll sing, this is not exactly a very soft song type of crowd, I'm guessing. So we should do something a little bit hardcore. So we'll do Sheran di Kaum Punjabi. Jit jaye kade na hare, jang vich jad jande sare, dushman te pende pare. Khedan jad khed Punjabi, we at the top, never come down. Sheran di Kaum Punjabi. Peace.
Brother, there was no peace in the cage here. Janita, I want to hear that lovely voice. Come on, give us a few lines for our fighters who've really given their blood, sweat, and toil. Ladies and gentlemen, Janita Gandhi.
All right, the least I can do is sing 2 lines, but will you sing with me?
God, I can't
Sid,
sing.
if you sing with me,
all right,
then
I'll
only
try. I'll try. Let's give it.
दिल पे पत्थर रख के मुंह पे मेकअप कर लिया, हरे दिल पे पत्थर रख के मुंह पे मेकअप कर लिया. You're not singing. What is
I'm
this?
dancing for you, baby.
Okay, fine, I'll take it. मेरे सैया जी से आज मैंने ब्रेकअप कर लिया, मेरे सैया जी से आज मैंने ब्रेकअप कर लिया.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jonita Gandhi and Manj Music. Thank you, brother. Thank you, ma'am. There you go. And now, before we get into the party with the god of DJs, the messiah of music, DJ Akhil, I am very proud to call on stage the brainchild of his dream. I'm sure he's swayed with emotions. Tiger, Shroff, can I have you on stage, man? Tiger, I need you. This is your big moment. So many big fights. 7 of them, 14 fighters. Tiger.
Well, thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. And before we leave, before you conclude, I'd like to thank a few people. So, firstly, Ubon, a sponsor. Thank you so much, Ubon. Facebook, of course, who helped us go live. Just Look Hospital for medical partners. And IMA, of course, who sanctioned our event. Thank you, IMA. Then I'd like to thank Cineyug, Mohammed Chacha, Kareem Chacha. Thank you so much to the whole Cineyug team. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for this amazing organization. I'd like to thank, of course, my management team, Kwan. Thank you so much, Kwan. As much as I make fun of you guys, I really do love you secretly. And Mr. Ravi Kulkarni, my friend, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Last but definitely not least, my strategic partners, Nabil and Noor, who, Thank you, Nabil. Thank you, Noor. If you guys could come on stage, this would not have been possible without you. So, Nabil, Noor, if I could have you on stage.
Noor and Nabil, come on, come running. Look at those young blood, the fire of Matrix Fight Night. Good evening, gentlemen. Congratulations. This was roaring. How you doing, Nabil? Always a team player, always a team player. Hey, Nabil, you guys did it, man. We've got phenomenal feedback online. We've broken the internet. The views, the comments have been phenomenal. You have been brothers to Tiger Shroff. Finally, after the fight night is over, the party begins. What's going on in your head and your heart, man?
Bro, thank you everybody. Thank you, Tiger. Thank you, Aisha ji. All of MMA Matrix, all the trainers, Krishna, all of y'all. Just saying the party is just about to begin. This is just a prelude. We're going to make this massive. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming down.
Hey, Noor, you're not going to be a silent spectator here. Come on, Noor.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for showing the love. Thank you.
All right, just hold this. I got to do this. A big thank you to Jason Solomon, Jared Solomon, Akhilesh, my team, and of course, what are you saying, Alan? We need the official and fighters for a group picture. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiger, you always fight the good fight. Thank you so much. The party continues. I love you, Tiger Shroff. Keep it going. Keep the fire going. You are the president and future of India. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Akhil spinning the wheel. And this is me, Siddharth Kannan saying, fight the good fight. This one's dedicated to young India. We will fight. We will rise. We will not take things lying down. Remember, it's a battle of honor, battle of integrity. And yes, we will conquer Matrix Fight Night. To death do us part. Aisha, Krishna, Singh, everybody, I love you. Till next time, keep fighting with your heart and soul. The party begins. Good night!